blood splattered dreams, dealers and dope fiends, chasing that cream. Step out that drop, caught up in the scene. Heavy on these streets, L to the E. Welcome to my block, blood splattered dreams, dealers and dope fiends, chasing that cream. Step out that drop, caught up in the scene. Heavy on these streets, L to the E. Hop in the drop, eager to roll cream. Sweet body shorts, candy cane for the dope fiends. Rockin' your spleen, tip low with the fucking beam. And hit the canvas, my nigga, gotta move with this team. Your body is lean, ribs showing, suckers not eating, but you keep them on your lips, now your partner's leaking. Got your mama at the closet door looking stressed. Puffin' best, pour some liquor heavy on the west. Clowns can't contest, no competition. Snatch up your cash, sneaky cops out fishing. Clowns better understand, player, this is business, ain't nothing personal. Welcome to my block, blood splattered dreams, dealers and dope.
FirstFamRadio.com. FirstFamRadio.com.
What up, world? This is Grammy music producer Ryan Ghost Bowser rocking it out with First Fam West Radio and your man's Mr. Illustrator. And on the ones and twos, we got Crazy D. Spin that, man.
Tools in the box, fans wanna stop it. Mom's on like cocaine. I'm a fly human being, money is the reason. No, it ain't about those games. Keep the tools in the box, the haters wanna stop it. Mom's on like cocaine. Pure white, Peruvian, take flight, ride the wind, long nights, getting it in. Is this the life of a hooligan? Ninjas on the street, they trying to avoid the chalk. Talk it out, maybe after let the heat spark. Gunshots, bury victims in the dirt quick. Circle of death, calling it the work shift. Mind blown, mind gone. Just took a life he don't care about his own. But this is what the youth talk, turned up. Mommy offered those pills, plus she coked up. Out to celebrate, told it's the last days. Racing, chase away the pain, love is lame. Ain't no shame, she peeling off her lace and things.
FirstFamRadio.com. FirstFamRadio.com.
I threw my soul on this motherfucking beat. I kill a nigga just to make sure that I eat. Listen to my heart, I hear my daughter when that beat. Talk to Moo, he hear Dashe when I speak, yeah. Mama told me watch all the company you keep, yeah. Slide on the west and then we post up on the east, yeah. I'm on your neck, it ain't no motherfucking sleep, yeah. Creep up on you, I know some motherfucking creeps, yeah. Just be patient till time gon' come. Like a rock star on the stage, I just mind my drum. Pull a pistol in the middle of some beef, I'm behind my gun. If it ain't the police, you can never name a time I run. Easty nigga, I kept that dope in my sock, yeah, okay. You better duck or get motherfucking shot, yeah, okay. You ain't my brother if you fucking with ops, yeah, okay. Stick up your plug and have him take me to your spot, yeah, okay. See, you don't understand that peek through them blinds. I was dancing with the devil, brother, time after time. Guarantee you see murder, you take a look inside my eyes. Money called me and told me they all acting surprised. Can't believe what you saying, I know you wear a disguise. You gon' fail trying to play me, you gon' die trying to try. Put some shots in this upper body, put his soul in the sky. I am not with the back and forth, all my niggas trying to slide. Don't feelings through my soul on this motherfucking beat. I kill a nigga just to make sure that I eat. Listen to my heart, I hear my daughter when that beats. Talk to Moo, he hear Dashe when I speak, yeah. Mama told me watch all the company you keep, yeah. Slide on the west and then we post up on the east, yeah. I'm on your neck, it ain't no motherfucking sleep, yeah. Creep up on you, I know some motherfucking creeps, yeah. See, you don't hate me, you just hate the addiction. I remember being alone in the most fucked up position. I pray to God every night, remove me out these conditions. They gon' judge before they know you and really see how you living. Can't expect you to pay attention and really seek out the difference. But let me warn you, please keep my name up out of your mentions. I'd rather, nah, fuck that nigga, I'm finna with a gang.
Shout out to S. Citizen Joey, Richmond in the building.
Yeah.
Lil Larry, Boys in the Hood. Yeah, we got some shit to talk about, man. Big U saying fuck his lawyer.
I just stay out the way. I
just got some pounds and I got some
Got
gains.
eyewitness
Real niggas
confirmed that
around,
Rodney
look out the
Hinton
place.
Jr. is not
Put a
the
bit right now
driver.
and that just on the
Don't
face.
get to that.
Sell it all right now, it all be gone today. Hey, good customer service, we don't make them wait.
Make sure y'all like,
We
comment,
constantly
subscribe to
serving
the
big and him
channel.
play.
Man, it's just the late
We
night
constantly serving
reactions.
big and him play. Hey, man, I just stay down and stay out the way. Hey, I just got some pounds and I got some yay. Hey, real niggas around, you look out of place. Get a quarter bit right now and that just on the face. Hey, sell it all right now, it all be gone today. Hey, good customer service, we don't make them wait. Hey, we constantly serving big and hammer play. Hey, we constantly serving big and hammer play. I come from the bottom, I say with a tray. Got a switch of diamond Carter, he just wanna bang. Hey, I just want the paper, I don't wanna hang. Hey, that boy that met the world, now he's up to pain. I just met your girl, she left with a stranger. Hey, soon we shot it up, she knew I was gangster. Hey, I don't take no drinks on no ultimatum. Hey, if you talking chop, you talking my language. Cop sip, hit half liter of the raw. Big earner, but I used to be an underdog. Don't keep 100, that's why I don't fuck with y'all. You come try to strike, you gon' get a gutter ball. Losing all my fucking life, I can't take another loss. Grinding all winter, and I don't take the summer off. Putting us to make a half brick, do a somersault. He's special, he just fuck around and run 100 up, add it up. I'm a real nigga, just to sum it up. You can't be with me, little homie, you ain't done enough. Hey, Joey, can you throw me something? No, not at all. But if you cop folk, I might take 100 off. Sold his ass headbanger, get some Tylenol. You get pulled when you leave here, then I am not involved. Put the bands around my neck to make it freeze up. If my grandma was here to see me, she say Jesus. She was busy see me with that money and she freed up. Miss me with that little boy Larry shit, I ain't no peon. Blood on the way, damn it took him an eon. For a phone price, I need something we can agree on. Put a brick in the cripple crossface, fuck it up. Tryna cook it, nigga, that's the old base. You pussy always, hitting plays are always. Giving out quarters like motherfucking arcade. Listen to your pockets, nigga, fuck what your heart say. Yeah, I keep that fire on my fucking dark days. Me and my pistol will never part ways. Me and my pistol will never part ways. I just stay down and stay out the way. I just got some pounds and I got some yay. Real niggas around, you look out of place. Quarter brick right now and that's just on the face. Sell it all right now, it all be gone today. Good customer service, we don't make them wait. We constantly serving big and hammer play. We constantly serving big and hammer play.
Yeah. Let's get started.
What up, world? This is Grammy music producer Ryan Ghost Bowser rocking it out with.
What up? This is your boy Ill back at it like a crack at it. Y'all know what to do. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Just late night reactions. Happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful mothers out there in the world. Make sure you tell your mother if she's still around, still in the flesh, that you love her. Because without her, you wouldn't be here. Hey, so we got some things to talk about, man. Bigu fires his lawyer, pushing for a speedy trial. Shout out to Damo Keyway Conversations. Missed the log, but yeah, man, I heard some good things about it. We're gonna get into that. 600 got pressed at court. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. And the dude who was accused of killing, mauling down and killing the officer, Rodney Hinton Jr. I mean, I'm hearing that he wasn't even the one that did it. It was somebody else that did it that was in the vehicle. We're gonna get to that. And how they setting this whole thing up and they pretty much railroading this dude and trying to give him the death penalty, of course. And what's the truth behind this Bigu face call? We're gonna get into that. The Nipsey Hussle, a little bit of that. Looking like Wack 100 don't want to be Luce Cannon's handler no more. Shout out to Scandalous Los Angeles. Make sure y'all roll over there. Shout out to Brian Blake, man. He put out a piece, 1090 Jake Exposed. These are reactions, man. Seti Nash agenda. Snitches, exposing snitches. That's crazy. I mean, what's up with this whole B Brazy shit? I'm hearing it all over the YouTube. Did he get stabbed? Was he victimized? Was he airlifted? Like they say. We got a few other little things we can jump into. And yo, rest in peace to the 2 Chicago people out there, one of the artists out there. I mean, what is it, Youngin and Mona Duke got killed. I heard they was stalked and everything, man. Rest in peace, condolence to them. Let's get to this right here. Shout out to the most scandalous Los Angeles. These are late night reactions, man. Sure.
Tried to wiggle out. He told academics that he was not Lucy's handler. If academics watched the video, then academics heard Porky say that he was Lucy's handler. Not only did he hear Porky make that statement, but he also heard Lucy make that statement. This is Porky's pattern. Caught in a lie, deny the lie, rewrite the lie, play the victim. And now he's taking it even further, saying Lucy infiltrated him to drag him into crimes that Lucy was committing. He went from I'm his handler to he tricked me. It's ridiculous. But we have to be repetitive, because if we don't keep pressing play on the truth, the lie becomes the new reality.
He started to come with the fuck the Wack campaign. He ran content. He don't know who he think is his people ain't his people.
Wack, do you think he's working with the FBI, the ATF,
oh,
or
that's
the
a
DEA?
fact. I'm telling you this straight up.
Which one?
That nigga's working
FBI,
with the
ATF, DEA, or maybe Homeland Security?
He's working with the police. Tell that nigga this. I bet this, because my drive is coming. And when it get here, it's over with. That got a handler. Molly Mall told me. Molly Mall told me. Molly Mall told me. Wack, when it was around me and I was fighting my Fed case, he FaceTime a Fed and said, Molly, this is a dude I fuck with the Feds. Give him something.
Wait,
he can
who
help
you
you
think
with
is
your
his
case.
handler? Who's his handler?
Well, I mean, I can't tell you who the fuck his handler is. I just know he got a federal handler. Well, I mean, I can't tell you who the fuck his handler is. I just know he got a federal handler.
Yo, I was watching some. I don't even know. You ever hear this page, Scandalous, but whatever. They were trying to say you his handler. They were trying to say you his handler.
Yes, I said Porky was his handler. And I said it because Porky himself said it. Luce said it too. This isn't speculation. This isn't gossip. They both confirmed it. With their own words.
That nigga did say that. He said that we all got handlers. Chuck, we all got handlers. He said I'm Luce's handler. He said he has a handler. Pretty much told you that he got somebody over here directing him to do things and having him do shit. He knows he's pretty much wheeled in with the system.
And I know many of you have already seen the clips. But we're going to play them again, because we've got new subscribers tuning in every day who might not know the full story.
Talk that shit.
Academics, you've got to start holding CS2 back accountable. Stop giving him a pass. Tell him to own what he said, because he did say it. But
especially if you're trying to be a real journalist, hood journalist or whatnot, and you just bullshitting. Just because y'all friends and shit makes you compromise and bias.
already know what the response will be. Oh, we're just playing around online. It's just entertainment.
They were trying to say you his handler.
Oh, fuck all that.
Come on, that don't even make sense. Fuck we talking. Come on, man, man. Talk to me right, bro. I'm his handler. Fuck out of you. I'm his handler. Fuck out of you. I'm his handler. Fuck out of you.
Yo.
Chuck, we all have a handler.
Stop it, Wack.
You do. I got a handler. I'm Luce's handler.
Hey, my handler tried to throw.
I got a handler. My handler, yo, Chuck. We all got handlers, Chuck. Chuck, we all have a handler.
Spy versus spy.
You do. I got a handler. I'm Luce's handler. I'm Luce's handler. I'm Luce's handler.
Hey, my handler tried to throw.
I got a handler. My handler, yo, Chuck.
I didn't
6
know
months
that was
ago,
the handler.
6 months ago, my handler, you ain't noticed, I done bagged up off the app about 50%.
Yeah.
Cause my handler said, Wack, contract's about to close, time to start shutting that down. My handler told me that.
Who your handler?
See,
Orange?
the handler ain't gotta be.
Hey,
that's the real
Bigu
or that's somebody trolling?
Reactions.
What?
That's Bimmy. I already sent him an invite. Oh,
Listen.
Bimmy, yeah, Bimmy. I told Bimmy to pull up.
Listen, a handler don't gotta be like, you know,
Go, Bimmy, you gotta accept the invite.
you know, like,
Look, they're not even listening. They just he trying to tell them. He trying to drop the jewel on them. They worried about some bullshit.
dude, man, if I wasn't in this crazy year, this would have been on some other.
Man, I do be on the other. You just be stopping me. Man, I do be on the other. You just be stopping me. Man, I do be on the other. You just be stopping me.
Yeah, the handler's a motherfucker that you will listen to because you respect them and you know they got your best interest at heart. Dior has Kevin's best interest at heart, right? I got Luce's best interest at heart. I got Luce's best interest at heart. I got Luce's best interest at heart, bro. I'm his handler. Fuck out of here.
Yo, there is some conspiracy.
So that's what we see here. We hearing that. So Wack 100 admit that he's Luce's handler. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. Y'all think it's gonna double back? It's looking like it's double backing on Wack. Wack's trying to back away from Luce. Do y'all feel that the feds homing in on him and he's gonna be one of those people on that list? Because according to what Eddie Boy is saying, they ain't even gave Bigu his discovery. He needs to know.
Page, like they talk with a fake voice, and I was listening to. I'm like,
I don't do conspiracies, bro. I don't do the aliens.
So you just heard it for yourself. Wack trying to rewrite history once again. Now he's claiming he wasn't Lucy's handler. And according to him, DJ Academics is crazy for even asking that question. Porky is Lucy's handler, and everybody knows that. It's not a theory. Both of them admitted it. They've said it on record multiple times. And if you still had doubts, just look at what happened last year. Lucy didn't even show up to his own hood day because his handler, CS2 Back, told him not to go.
Wack, give everybody your observation. Because Wack called it earlier, hours before that. Wack, tell everybody what you told me.
The new wiretap is IG Live. If you're a cooperating and you're working with them,
Okay.
that person's phone can be utilized as a way for probable cause because he's documented. No different than I go on the wiretap and they listening outside, they listening, they come in, right? So I told Luce, I say, Luce, dude gonna fuck around and be somewhere. Y'all know the rules. Nigga ain't supposed to go live in these situations because your enemy's trying to find where y'all at because it's easy. It's a crowd of niggas. All you gotta do is get down. You gonna hear some police trying to find out all that. If the nigga get over there, he gonna fake like he don't know no better. And he gonna turn that phone on and the spot gonna get hot. Stay your ass in the house. Stay your ass in the house. Stay your ass in the house.
This right here proves Porky knew Lucy wasn't really from 60s. I mean, think about it. Imagine telling a real Rollins 60s member he can't go to his own hood day. That alone tells you everything you need to know, but that's not even the craziest part.
That nigga was his handler. He had to let him know. I need you just enough. We ain't yet done with this case. So I need you to come out. Can't have you get swept up in that shit. Beat your ass, you go over there.
The real point is how hard Porky was protecting him back then. This is the same CS2 back who went out of his way to appear on Demon Times podcast, just to explain why Lucy didn't show up to his hood day. Porky already knew Lucy wasn't from 60s, and he was trying to control the damage. Now fast forward to today, Porky is now saying that Lucy has had a federal handler all along. Back then, Porky was doing everything he could to defend him, but today, he's acting like Lucy was an undercover liability the whole time. But we all know that Porky knew he was protecting someone that had federal ties. What Porky did not know, however, is that the guy he's been protecting would actually be working to get him locked up. But this ain't new. If you've been paying attention, this is how these guys move. They've had informants in their circle for years, just like G-Face, 6ix9ine, and so many others. So ask yourself, why does Porky keep conveniently aligning himself with federal informants? And how does that keep happening?
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari, the Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Energy. I look forward to...
Yeah, that's a good question. Y'all go check out Most Scandalous Los Angeles. Run them comments up. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. So Wack 100 admits he orchestrated the whole downfall. Go check out Clubhouse TV. Let's get to it.
And Dirk didn't even know that on the phone. He said they said
I'm thinking he know this.
Dirk didn't know it on the phone. Dirk didn't know that. I got this here. I'm gonna put it right here. This from Dirk right here. He lined Dirk up. They told Dirk and academic. Wanted to holler at him real. He had no idea that it was he was being recorded. Here you go. This is from Dirk to Wack.
Winding up Dirk. So Dirk didn't know that he was being ambushed into that so-called interview or whatever with Luce Cannon and his girl, Cerise Mills.
PTR. There you go. He had no idea. They telling Ack, hey, we gonna get. They telling Dirk, hey, Ack want to talk to you. He ain't knowing they record. He ain't know the on the line. He ain't know none of that shit. He just thought Ack was on the line. Ack could have been called wherever he want to call a long time ago. And it's like, there you go, right there. Tell Wack, I didn't even know this. I didn't know that. But what's good? What I let Dirk know is, yeah, nigga ran a play.
Damn, they ran a play on Dirk, yo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dirk ain't been on nobody's phone. Think about it, bro. You think Dirk?
Yeah, I ain't hear him do no interviews, none of that. So I was surprised to hear her interviewing him. I'm like, what the fuck?
So who was that girl?
This is some police ass shit talking about something. Since you're locked up now, you get to spend time with your family now, right? Now you become a family man? You like, no, I've been a family. What you mean by that?
Nah, he said that are you and your family closer now that you're in there? That's what she said. Cause he lost. I even commented on that on YouTube on that shit. Like, this is a dumbass question.
Dumbass.
He said,
have you got closer to your family since you've been in jail?
Have you got closer?
Bitch was stupid. She did. Yeah, that was dumb.
Who's your family since you've been in jail?
Like, who was that? What? But then again, you got to remember, he playing it to the world like, yeah, we got a Dirk exclusive on our channel. Then he telling Dirk, hey, Dirk, Ack asking for you. He telling Ack, Dirk want to talk to you.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now act like Wack clear that up because Dirk like, damn, Act, you recorded me. He like, bro, they told me you wanted to do this. So that's when he sent that to the street.
So who's these messages between?
That's his management.
Oh.
Tell it. That's his management. That's like let Wack know. Me and Dirk always been good. I've been the only nigga out here defending him on these platforms. Don't nobody speak up for him. Just don't say nothing. All them platforms that Bigu, all of them over there, ain't nobody spoke up for that one time. Not once. You know what I'm saying? Now nobody ain't said shit. None of these ain't nobody. Everybody quiet. Same with Dirk. They talk about the case, but ain't nobody speaking up for him. We just went over. I just did Vlad yesterday.
So who was the girl?
That's Luce Cannon fake wife. The real wife is on the internet every day. She's showing all her marriage certificates, all the receipts. She's been exposing the shit out there, all this rat shit.
Hey, Luce Cannon, tough. You probably don't even know who Luce Cannon is, but I know you don't.
Nah, I just heard of him.
Yeah, Luce Cannon's Big U used to send to do all his licks for him and type.
Oh, so he's sick.
Yeah, what you know?
Bullshit. Y'all go check that out. That's on Clubhouse TV. Wack 100. Minty orchestrated Luce Cannon's downfall. Checkmate. I heard he up in there looking mighty stressed out. Looking like George Jefferson. That's crazy. Nigga think this shit is a joke. In fact, let's get to that. Y'all go check out Domino Keyway Conversations. We can go to Eddie Boy's channel. Speak on it, of course. He was there. Bigu fires lawyer. Pushing for a speedy trial. 600 got pressed at court. Damn. Let's get to it.
If you understand it like mine, you know where I'm coming from.
I suffer physical abuse. I'm no stranger to violence. Hung my forefathers on nooses. Cops harassed without conscience. Fuck them bastards. Racial profile. Racial tensions arising. Not just SoCal. The Bay, Missouri. Y'all protest. Where we go now? Lost hope. Find evidence suggests our children educated inferior. Rich kids get the best. Might sound bitter. Truth is, all I want is success. For Junior and my sister kids. Sacrifice my last breath. Seeking progress and change. Maybe a permanent address. They'll call home knowing that worse. They have a workplace of west. Is it wrong being black or being born with less? Into a dysfunctional family. Bloodlines a train wreck.
Who I was, I'm not going back where I started from. Don't look back, I'm gone. I remember who I was, I'm not going back where I started from. Don't look back, I'm gone.
Told when he said that he wanted to go.
Let's get back to Eddie Boy. He was talking about Bigu lawyer, right? Let's go.
Fucking dump truck. I don't care what nobody say, bro.
Let me back it up.
I probably feel the same. But get back to the court procedure, brother. His lawyer got up there. You can tell his lawyer was frustrated. To me, his lawyer's a fucking dump truck. I don't care what nobody say, bro. I probably feel the same way about his lawyer, the way he feel about his lawyer. Man, the lawyer's a truck, man. Dude's a fucking truck, bro. The dude talking about he want to file a motion pertaining that, him and Mr. Henley's having some difficulties, some differences and misunderstanding with each other and all this and all that. But see, when you, this is what a lot of people need to understand, man, that you as lawyer, dude, you representing him. He is paying you. So if the man wants a speedy trial, you supposed to make that happen. Irregardless of what somebody else is talking about, or the other defendants' lawyers was talking about, or what the DA is talking about, that's his dude. You were his lawyer. And it's ironic that Bigu said that he never got his indictment or he never seen his discovery. So I'm gonna give it to the brother, man. I was kind of proud of him, man, when he said that he wanted to go per se. He wanted to go per. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: the brother trying to find out who all telling on him for sure, who all made these statements, who's the third party cooperation people, and who all the confidential informants.
Gotcha.
And then also he did another smart move. He kept kept telling the judge that he do not agree with the continuance on his case. He wanted a speedy trial, and he was doing that just in case for his appeal. Now he was smart in that aspect, man. I would
Happy
give him
Mother's
that.
Day. I don't know if you got kids.
Let me break this down.
Pause this. Got the queens in the chat. I don't know if you have kids, but you are a mother of civilization. So happy Mother's Day, my sister. Let's get back to the content. Now everybody was, people shocked. Oh, he fired his lawyer. He's stupid. Blah blah blah. But in this case, I mean, the motherfucking lawyers ain't there for you. You know what they about. If you know, they just want you to take a deal, and if they feel he innocent, shit, better off representing himself. He ain't even gave this man his discovery. We should have been had that. He been in there for about a month and a half or so.
Shout out to Quan. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bigu. Oh man. So first, we already been Bigu.
Thank you.
Wants to push for a speedy trial.
You're welcome.
He's telling his counsel he want to push for the speedy trial. His counsel dragging his feet and ain't pressing the prosecution for all of this evidence they claim they have in the public. We have 20,000 wiretaps.
Right.
We have multiple gigabytes or trigabytes or whatever the fuck they claiming they have. Well, what good is it doing in y'all hand if y'all ain't turned it over? I'm pushing for a speedy trial. Wait, hold on. So the judge tells the prosecution to turn over some of this evidence to the court and specifically requested something. When they went to court yesterday, the prosecution didn't produce any of that. So now the judge is side-eyeing them like, how are you guys not going to produce the discovery, and you guys hear this guy been pushing for a speedy trial the whole time?
They trying to railroad.
For those who don't know, under the United States Constitution and the laws, criminal defendants have a right to a speedy trial. Bigu has made it clear that he looks forward to at the earliest convenience of proving his innocence and having his day in court. He's not trying to prolong it. But the U.S. Assistant United States Attorney has thus far failed to produce this discovery that he's bragging about, right? I've been in jail over a month, and you telling me, well, it's May now, so you going on 2 months.
What y'all think, man? Y'all get in the comments on the replay and everything. Y'all think Bigu got a chance to get out? I think he gonna get out. I have a real strong feeling that he gonna get out. That's just my opinion. They putting all this shit, a lot of this stuff is wrapped up in like tax fraud, shit like that. But as far as the unaliving, they don't got no real evidence on this man. Inconclusive with these so-called DNA. And then the stuff that Luce Cannon been saying, that's been all bullshit. There's definitely snitches, and he needs to know who the fuck been telling, who's these undercovers, who's these informants, all that shit.
And you telling me I haven't even received my indictment and paperwork?
Right.
What's up with my attorney? His attorney hadn't even been to go visit. That was a waste of money.
Very.
30 bands or something like that already wasted. You know what I'm saying? This dude ain't even been to see him. Ain't gave him a copy of the indictment for him to read, to be aware of all of the allegations against him. We know more about his case than he do. People who don't even know who the fuck Bigu was or Eugene Henley was. Eugene Henley Jr.
Right, that's crazy.
In New Mexico, Florida, know more about Big U's case than Big U does. And he's supposed to have a right to go to trial. So essentially, what the Assistant United States Attorney was doing was dragging his feet, trying to force him, just like the rest of his co-conspirators, who mostly all got out on bail. So they're not tripping off going to trial fast because they're out on bail. Well, Big U ain't out on bail.
Right.
He's the top of the RICO indictment. You have all these allegations against him. Produce the evidence. And his lawyer, what kind of a lawyer gets that kind of money and doesn't even come to visit his client? He doesn't come and advise him of any strategy. Well, you want to...
Come on, man. What kind of shit is that? Because they ain't for you. You know, a lot of people be feeling that. Oh, I get a lawyer, this high-powered lawyer and everything, and it don't matter. They want that nigga to plead out anyway. Take a deal.
You know what kind of attorney? Majority of these attorneys. I don't care if you got Johnny Cochran reincarnated. I'm talking about the most wittiest, understanding counsel that there is to get. If he isn't going to advocate on your behalf, it goes for nothing. These high-priced lawyers, our system is fucked up, man. These high-priced lawyers will get that money knowing you're in need, your family is scraping up stuff, his accounts are frozen. The feds, that's the part you hustlers that don't know. When the feds come and it has financial crimes, they tend to freeze your accounts pending the investigation.
Right.
This revolutionary teeth
Speed this along.
cleaner is saving Americans from expensive and painful dental surgeries. It quickly and easily removes.
So, I ain't even talking about this.
But see, when this is what a lot of people need to understand, man, that you as lawyers, dude, you representing him. He is paying you. So if the man wants a speedy trial, you're supposed to make that happen. Irregardless of what somebody else is talking about, or the other defendant's lawyers was talking about, or what the DA is talking about, that's his dude. You were his lawyer. And it's ironic that Big U said that he never got his indictment or he never seen his discovery. So I'm gonna give it to the brother, man. I was kind of proud of him, man, when he said that he wanted to go per se. He wanted to go per. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, the brother's trying to find out who all telling on him for sure. Who all made these statements, who the third party cooperation people, and who all the confidential informants. And then also he did another smart move. He kept telling the judge that he do not agree with the continuance on his case and he wanted a speedy trial. And he was doing that just in case for his appeal. And he was smart in that aspect, man. I would give him that. But you know, everybody's there, Bear Claw, the dude Luce Cannon. This dude Luce Cannon, man, he looked total fuck up, bro. This dude looked like he on every drug you can imagine up in that motherfucker, I'm talking about every drug imagine. Man looking like George Jefferson at the head. You know, and I'm sure they got barbers up in there or, you know, razors or whatever it may be. Man, the man's appearance is just fucked up. So,
hey, this nigga, so he's saying that Luce Coochie Cannon came to court. Do you know when you know you got court, you up the day before, going to sleep early because you got to wake up early and all that. You saving up, lining up your thing, you know what I'm saying? Or getting somebody to shave you up, line up your shadow fade, get your hair braided. However you got your hygiene and grooming up the poor. You might see your family and your loved ones in there, and you don't want them to be depressed looking at you, because I always was taught the way that you take care of yourself on the outside is reflective to how you feel about yourself on the inside. You understand what I'm saying? He's saying the nigga Luce Coochie Cannon got the George Jefferson blow easy. His whole moon roof is gone. He done got hair grew all in. He ain't got no shave. Ain't cut nothing. This nigga walking around looking like his shit looking like the 50-yard line up there, nigga. And then, bro, but that go with what Break Baby said. Break Baby said that nigga will work out and do his push-up and then go get right in the bed. Like, bro, you gotta wash up. Get that sweat and shit up off you before you get up in them sheets like that. You's a Viking, my nigga. Me and Blood would have had to get in. Nigga, bro, that's some nasty shit. You gonna have your sheets and shit. Mind you, they only change your sheets out once a week with laundry. So you finna have this motherfucker funky, stinking musty and all kind of shit because you jumping up in the sheets without bathing. This a nasty nigga. You know what I'm saying? Lucy looking like a crackhead. Let's go, man.
They pushed the court date back to July. They're gonna come back and have another conference. And they gave Bigu a different court date, I guess in 2 weeks to see if he's gonna have new counsel or if he can go pro per or per se, like he was trying to. So on our way out,
Happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful mothers out there.
You have a couple dudes. One brother that I don't know where he's from, man, but I just know when he said something, he walked by me and he said, "Hey man, you ready, boy?" I said, "Yeah."
Late night, man. We just clown.
And he just looked at me crazy and just walked off. I was like, okay, all right, whatever, you know. And then
reacting to some content.
Stepped to me and he was talking to me. He was like, "Salam alaikum." You know, I was like, "Salam, brother, what's going on?" He was like, "Man, you Eddie boy?" He was like, "Man, you don't remember me?" And he told me his name. And I was like, wow, it blew me back because I haven't seen him in 34 years. You know, I know exactly what he was, who he was. You know, I was chopping up with him. You know, we was vibing with him. You know, he wanted to holler at 600. Basically, the brother was trying to get to the point where he was trying to get the stuff squashed. Whatever was going on the internet, he was trying to get it squashed. You know, but you had some dudes that was there from his section. I think this dude, no name. I think he on crutches or whatever it may be. Him, it's a dark-skinned brother. He said he lived on Crenshaw and Crenshaw and 63rd. And you had Craigie Bob downstairs. So I get downstairs.
Let's hold up before we get into that story. Y'all, we got a super chat. Can you get that out the way for us real quick?
600. And I was like, dude, this dude, you 4'11". Talking with that dude, and you gotta understand, dude. Everybody know who you are, bro. You ain't no joint over there, bro. Oh, nigga, this. He kept saying, "Oh, nigga, this shit's so crib," and he walked up to me and he was like, "Hey, man, you with this nigga? You with this nigga?" I said, "Bro, get away from me, man." You know what I'm saying? I said, "Bro, get away from me." And then he said, "Nigga, this 6-0, nigga, you niggas ain't no 6-0. I said, "Bro, you absolutely right."
Nigga's crazy trying to get it cracking up in a Fed courtroom. Nigga, they strap like motherfucking. Come on. Your ass gonna get put in jail. Nowadays, they be just shooting niggas. Just give them a reason to just pop your ass.
Hey, bro, I'm not no 6-0. I represent this Itnar Shari, bro. I'm Muslim. I don't give a shit about none of that shit, bro. Oh, nigga, fuck you, nigga, fake ass Muslim. Nigga, fuck you, who? And I say, you know what, brother? You need to go back and ask your daddy about me, man. Because you don't know me. What you doing is you going by what somebody done told you. Because if you really want some funk, you wouldn't be talking that shit to me, bro. But I am gonna make you stand on that since you said
nigga Eddie boy couldn't coming out his skin, nigga. He like, Muslim or not, nigga, I'm ready for anything.
Fuck the Muslims. Next time I see you, I'm gonna make you stand on that. And no, I'm not putting up to your hood. I'll catch you somewhere in Beverly Hills somewhere, man. You know, because I'll be around that area too. I'll be everywhere on this west side, you know, whatever it may be. See, When dudes be telling dudes to pull up to your hood or pull up to this and pull up to that, first of all, that's premeditated. Understand that. So if I go to your hood and stuff go all bad, that means that I intended to go over there and cause some harm to you. Nah, bro. I'm waiting on you to come in my lane or I'm gonna catch you outside.
Hey, we got a super sticker, y'all. Iceman Vamp.
Iceman Vamp with the $2 super chat. Luce go to court with the drop. He's a Jaybird. You know, hey, the new name for these niggas is Jaybirds, man. He's a Jaybird too. You know, hey, anything and everything that's given to the Dominic Keyway conversation is highly appreciated. Salute to you, your family, and your tribe.
That nigga said that nigga going to court with the drop top rag. Nigga, that shit, it ain't even a rag. It's just the top off. Nigga, ain't convertible no more, nigga. Let's go.
Out your lane, I'm gonna catch you on neutral grounds, and I'm gonna make you stand on that, dude. Dude, you ain't built like that, brother. You's a buster, man. I know exactly who you are, bro. And I'm not gonna say too much about your business on this internet, but I'm gonna tell you like this, though, bro. You better pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, brother, that them people don't come pick you up, brother, on no superseding indictment, nigga, because your ass was on the motherfucking wiretap, nigga, running off at the mouth and being reckless. You better pray to God that don't happen to your motherfucking ass. But either though, man, you know, it was basically, it was real normal. It wasn't too much drama. It wasn't nothing like that, man. And did nobody hit 600, touch 600. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. When dudes talk that shit, but dudes are not stupid, man. Anytime you be in front of a federal building or anything like that, to the point, man, you gonna cause some harm to somebody, you going to jail. Right. And then you guys gotta be mindful, because if you guys come up there with all that energy and all that foulness, you hurting the brother case. You hurting your homeboy case. You ain't doing nothing to us. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: first time you make a move, you gonna get dismantled. And then you still up, then you can go back and say, "Oh, punk ass nigga," and then you go back to your hood and you still could be throwing up the 2 fingers and the thumbs or the 5 and the 1. But you gonna go back with an ass whooping. Like I said, bro, you know, brother ain't no killer. Like Pac said, I ain't no killer, but don't push me. But that's what happened today in court, man. It wasn't too.
Hey, y'all go check that out for yourselves, man. Eddie Boy channel. And go check out Actor Chucks. Let's get to that truth about that Bigu face call. 30 minutes before the death of Nipsey Hussle. This is what was said. This is what's been plastered all over YouTube. Shout out to 504 Street Stories and Gangsta News Network. Go over there, run them numbers up, hit that like button, subscribe. A lot of great content my nigga be dropping. Salute.
Really tough person.
Wack 100 has been on an anti-Bigu campaign for the last several years, and he's still butthurt about whatever Bigu did to him a few years back.
LA County prosecutors are laying out their case against the man charged in the killing of Grammy award-winning rapper Nipsey Hussle.
This dude, Luce Cannon. Did you see this Luce Cannon interview with Wack and Adam 22 on No Jump?
Nah, I ain't see it. There is no such FaceTime video call between the fake Luce Cannon and Bigu.
Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti has confirmed Grammy-nominated rapper Nipsey Hussle was killed in a shooting outside his clothing store in Los Angeles.
All that lying because you can't come back to the section. Come on, man. All the homies, niggas said you's a goof troop.
Rapper Nipsey Hussle was shot. 2 others were hurt in a shooting here in LA. This is a live picture where you can see fans gathered outside a store owned by the artist. The shooting was reported around 3:20 p.m.
Wow, why do you think Nip would have said something like that?
I don't know. I just figured that he knew he was gonna die.
And like the vault is free. I gain more value out of the vault than like this freaking $4,800 program I bought.
Stand clear. Push to shock.
There are lies, and then there are the kind of lies that risk tearing apart legacies. This is the story of how one man, Tremaine Ashley Williams, better known as the fake Luce Cannon, falsely implicated Bigu in the death of Nipsey Hussle, and how the truth unraveled, exposing a tangled web of deception, YouTube theatrics, and betrayal. It all started with a FaceTime claim, one that would ignite outrage. The fake Luce Cannon took to YouTube calmly and confidently telling the world that Bigu FaceTimed him 30 minutes before Nipsey Hussle's death, supposedly alerting him that Nipsey had been shot. The implication? That Bigu knew ahead of time that maybe, just maybe, he was involved.
What are you talking about, dude?
Nip told you that?
Yeah, so it was like 30 minutes before he died.
Well, how did he tell you? Through a text or what happened?
No, phone call. He called me.
Wow, why do you think Nip would have said something like that?
I don't know. I just figured that he knew he was gonna die.
It's like Nipsey just got killed. I'm like, sick, so I didn't hear that. So I hang up with him. I called Nipsey and I'm like, Nipsey, what's up? He was like, oh, what's up with it?
Nipsey answered.
Nipsey answered. He answered the phone and I...
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
To the streets, that kind of accusation isn't just reckless, it's dangerous. Eugene Bigu Henley, a community figure, mentor, and former Rolling 60s Crip, suddenly found himself in the middle of a conspiracy he never asked for. But Bigu wasn't the only one wrapped up in this. Wack 100, a loud and controversial figure on the West Coast hip-hop scene, co-signed the lie. He didn't just believe it, he promoted it. But the story started to unravel quickly. Enter Alex Alonso of Street TV, a veteran of the game and no stranger to verifying hood truths from hood tales. Alex did what few YouTubers do these days, real journalism. He went fact by fact, hour by hour, and piece by piece. The result? Total collapse of the FaceTime narrative.
Are you one of those persons that has been waiting since February of 2024 for the fake Luce Cannon to drop that FaceTime video between him and Bigu that he claimed he recorded on March 31st, 2019, on the same day Nipsey Hussle was killed by Eric Holder? Well, I'm going to show you how that FaceTime video never existed, and I'm going to provide you with enough ammunition to take Wack 100 up on that $100,000 bet.
The first blow came from Gigi, the actual wife of the fake Luce Cannon. In a stunning interview, she said it plainly. He was in bed with me that morning.
Now, you were with Tremaine on the day that Nipsey Hussle got shot, March 31st, 2019.
Yes.
Where were you guys at on that day?
2980 Garrison Avenue, Corona, California, in the bed, laying down.
And when
we were preparing for we were having a pool party at our house that we were staying at currently during that time.
Not only that, his twin brother stepped forward, revealing that he was the one who called the fake Luce Cannon to tell him about Nipsey's death.
Brother Jermaine that called him up and let him know that Nipsey Hussle was shot. The homies didn't call him. Now, do you remember where you were at on March 31st, 2019 when you first heard that Nip got shot?
Yeah, I was at my house. You know, I heard about it like right real time, and then I called my brother about it, like, hey, check this out, this is what was, you know, said.
That FaceTime from Bigu, well, it never happened. But the fake Luce Cannon did not stop there. In a desperate attempt to validate his lie, he and Wack 100 uploaded a fake cease and desist letter to YouTube, a forged document they claimed was from Bigu, trying to block the so-called footage. Even more shocking, they hired a woman to pretend to be Bigu's attorney, just to sell the lie deeper, a scripted performance to give their story legal weight. But here's what actually really did happen. Bigu did send a cease and desist, not to the fake Luce Cannon, but to Adam 22 and No Jumper, demanding they take down the video where the lie was spread. It was a legal line in the sand. Stop giving liars a platform or face consequences.
So everybody knows I got a cease and desist about the Luce Cannon interview that I did with Wack 100, and a cease and desist showed up from the one and only. Never thought my life would go in this direction. Never thought I would be getting a legal notice from the big man himself. Oh, Big yeah, I just seen you.
Big U said he ain't feeling that
Big
shit.
Lucifer. Big Lucifer. Is that a diss? I think that's a whack term. I don't want to say that. But I get the cease and desist. And so at first, I'm taking it as a joke. I'm thinking, you know, this is stupid. I'm a member of the press. I can interview whoever I want. Whoever I interview can say whatever the fuck they want. And I'm just thinking, you know, it's not a big deal. I'm protected as a member of the media, etc. I send it to my legal team. They basically said that as far as these kind of cases go, where on one end you have libel, where you're basically smearing somebody's name and like putting accusations on them that could damage their business, etc. And then on the other side, you have free speech.
Yeah.
They said they think that there's a significant chance that if I went to court about this, I could prevail, but it could potentially be a lengthy legal battle, and that from their legal perspective, when you have free speech over here and libel over here, or defamation or whatever word I'm attempting to use, our case is a little bit closer to the defamation side.
Cornered, Wack 100 tried to switch sides. In newer interviews, he claimed he knew it was fake all along and that he was setting Luce up the entire time.
Come to find out, the cease and desist that went to Urban Flicks was from Gigi. Had nothing to do with Bigu.
We're Phoenix Energy, a family-owned oil company focused on unleashing American oil from North Dakota and Montana.
They think you was lining him up. I'm like, what? No, that was Wack's friend.
Hey, listen to me. I lined his bitch ass up day one because he came to line me up.
Day one.
Wait, what?
The fuck you think you playing with?
Day one, he admitted it. So he knew all along, and he still went along with it. No, this was some foul ass shit. It's crazy. We into Sunday. We got a little bit of Sunday bread. You know what goes around, come around, man. Karma is a bitch. So Wack, all that shit, all that energy you put out into the universe, homie, you put out, it's gonna come back to you a millionfold. Hope you prepared for it.
What, little boy?
Wait, so you knew from day one he was lining you up?
Day one. Nigga, I got the call. This nigga finna come at you, Wack. Boom, 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 boom. The nigga did a whole diss campaign on me in 2021. I never heard of the nigga. Didn't even know who the fuck he was. When that didn't work, bro, this is real shit.
Supposedly they were trying to say that you told him to make the diss song.
Fuck no.
Oh, so
the nigga had people calling me when I wouldn't respond. Hey, could you ask Gigi? Gigi was married to the nigga at the time. She said, Wack, it would drive him crazy that you would ignore him. I know you didn't know this nigga. I watched him do it, and I ignored him.
But the internet never forgets. Clips resurfaced where Wack offered to bet money that everything the fake Luce Cannon said was true. That's not how setups work. That's called riding shotgun on a lie.
Facts.
Okay, but you realize that some very, very serious allegations were made during that interview.
So what?
And a lot of them don't really seem to stand up.
Luke, how you know? You a white boy.
I've seen a lot of evidence to the contrary.
You seen what? What you see?
I
tell you what, Adam, you're a wealthy man. I'll front 100. You put up 100,000. I have Luce pull up. If he ain't got what he say he got, I'll pay you 100. If he do, you give me 100.
I'm not really trying to be the guy who decides exactly what happened or didn't happen.
Stop trying to discredit something that you can't. But what we can do, hold on, Adam. I'll front 100 for Luce. If he ain't got it, I'll lose that. If he got what he say he got, you pay. We got a bet.
This wasn't just a clout chasing YouTube moment.
Was it? Yeah, the clout.
It was a dangerous narrative, a reckless attempt to tie Bigu, a known figure, to the tragic assassination of Nipsey Hussle. The people affected, Nipsey's family, his kids, the community he uplifted, and the man wrongly accused of orchestrating the hit, Bigu. The fake Luce Cannon, Tremaine Ashley Williams, has no real affiliation with the industry figures he pretends to know. He took the identity of a respected name and used it to chase views. Behind the camera, he's just another internet character using lies, impersonation, and drama as currency. As the truth came out, the fake Luce Cannon's credibility tanked. Even Wack 100 began distancing himself, despite previously riding hard for the lie. But the damage was done. Nipsey's name was dragged into drama that his family never asked for, and Bigu had to defend himself against accusations based on pure fiction. In the end, all the receipts, all the testimonies, all the timestamps, they point to one conclusion. There was no FaceTime call. The lie was made up. Period. It was never about justice. It was never about Nipsey. It was about clout and defaming the name of Bigu. This is the cost of letting fake narratives run unchecked. We live in an era where YouTube and IG Live are used as courtrooms, but the damage done is all too real. Nipsey
Man, he got a lot of strong points in that, man. It's very dangerous. People putting out these lies and fake narratives and shit. Done destroyed this man's family. And got a man locked up facing 600 years. Niggas just do a bunch of lies out there, and these platforms let it happen, and using hip-hop as a shield, when in reality you ain't for the culture. You need to be canceled. So we got this right here, man. I'm hearing that this guy did not do what they said he did. Dude, Rodney Hinton Jr., his son got shot in the back by police in Ohio, and they said he turned around and murdered and mauled down a deputy the day after. Let's get to this. It's law and crime. Let's get to it.
Before I get into this case out of Ohio, I want to talk a little bit about true crime news and law and crime merch. The Law and Crime Docket is your one-stop shop for trending stories, thrilling body cams, and an exclusive look at brand new shows and podcasts from the faces you love. Sign up for our Docket newsletter by scanning the QR code you see here, or click on the link in our description and pinned in the comments on who is doing that, directing traffic for graduation at the University and Crime Hat to them. Winners will be announced in the newsletter. Now to the case out of Ohio, where Larry Henderson had retired as a Hamilton County Sheriff's deputy last December. He was still working, though, occasionally for that sheriff's office in Cincinnati doing special details. Last Friday, he was doing that, directing traffic for graduation at the University of Cincinnati, when police say a man named Rodney Hinton Jr. deliberately drove his vehicle into Henderson at this intersection. Deputy Henderson was rushed to the local trauma center, but there was nothing that could be done to save him. Within hours, he passed away from these devastating injuries. You're probably asking yourself, why would anybody deliberately drive a vehicle into somebody, much less a sheriff's deputy who was directing traffic at a college graduation? Well, police say Rodney Hinton Jr. did this on purpose, possibly to avenge the death of his son, Ryan Hinton. Ryan Hinton was 18 years old, and a day earlier, a Cincinnati police officer shot and killed him after encountering him and some others in a car that had been reported stolen out of Kentucky. Here's the police chief.
Officers across the country confront dangerous situations every day, sometimes more than once a day. They are often compelled to make split-second decisions to protect others and themselves when faced with immediate threats. Yesterday was one of those occurrences. Let me be very direct. We cannot allow individuals to flee from officers with a loaded firearm aimed at them. When this happens, the outcome is almost always tragic. No one wins, and everyone
said aimed at him. Was that boy aiming his gun, if he had this pistol on him, at these cops, or was he running away? You know, like, and the footage, it's not even clear, man. I'm hearing it's been altered and everything. What y'all know? Y'all let me know in the comments.
Involved is affected.
Police Chief Teresa Thigi outlined what occurred. It's something the Cincinnati Police Department does within 24 hours of an officer-involved shooting taking place.
Where the incident occurred is at the dead end of the parking lot back here. You'll see vehicles there now. You'll see a photo. The stolen car that we're going to talk about was backed into a parking spot back there. As you can see, this is a stolen Kia. It was stolen out of northern Kentucky yesterday. You can see we have two uniformed cars there. Prior to those uniformed cars arriving, we had two undercover cars that pulled into that dead end, saw the vehicle. They backed out. They saw that there were individuals inside the vehicle, so they backed out and let the uniformed cars make the approach, which is the tactically sound decision to do. The cars are positioned the way the officers are trained. We are trained to use our vehicles as cover from any threat. That's what those officers did with the cars at that time.
Chief Thigi then played a short portion of the body camera footage.
This is body-worn camera from officer number 2. Go ahead, Bobby.
He's gonna come on your right. On your right.
This is the body camera footage from the officer who actually shot Ryan Hinton.
This is the other officer, the one who fires the shot. This is his body camera as he approaches the scene.
is way over there. What y'all think? And then they cut it. It's been edited. He got a gun. They just start shooting.
This is the firearm that was recovered at the scene after the individual was shot. This is what he had in his hand while the officers were chasing him.
So was this the white one or was it the brown one? Which one was it? That one look white. Am I tripping or what? That's a white one, right? It's because he was taking the picture and it just, it's just that much light.
While the officers were chasing him.
What about that one? It's under light too. It didn't turn white like that one.
It's just a photo of it here at Criminalistics. Remember I told you he fell on the concrete and the officers said that they heard the metal hit the ground?
White on the other side, brown on the other
There
side?
are 3 spots on here where this gun has scratches on it. We believe those.
This week, we're hosting a free trading and investing workshop right here in Irvine. Inside,
those occurred when he hit the ground with the firearm. This is a second. Sorry, Bobby, can you go back 1 frame, please? This magazine was in the firearm. That's an extended magazine, so it holds.
That's not even the same as the other.
Holds more rounds. Go ahead. This is a second magazine that was located in his sweatshirt pocket, his jacket pocket. And that is the magazine from that second magazine. This is another firearm that was located inside the stolen vehicle. This is a firearm that was also stolen out of northern Kentucky sometime early yesterday morning. Approximately, we believe, based on timelines, this was stolen from a vehicle in northern Kentucky, and then they went on to steal the vehicle that's involved in the incident.
I want to tell you about a free app that I've tried. It's called Upside. It gives you cash back on things that you use each day, like gas, groceries, and takeout. You can transfer the cash you get back straight into your bank account. When I put 25 cents back on your first Hinton Jr.
On Friday morning, we met with the police chief of Cincinnati, and we viewed the body cam video of what happened with the police involved shooting with Ryan. We stayed at the chief's office for about an hour and a half, and what we saw was disturbing. The family was upset, as you can imagine, watching your son, watching your grandson, watching your loved one getting shot and killed by the police was upsetting to this family. We left out of the police chief's office, and a few hours later, I was made aware that Rodney had an incident with a police officer that resulted in the officer's death. But again, we are here because we represent the estate and the police-involved shooting.
Rodney Hinton left the meeting with the police chief, and sometime after that is when police say he intentionally drove his vehicle into Deputy Larry Henderson. A probable cause affidavit states a Hamilton County Sheriff's Office deputy was standing on the sidewalk at the corner of the intersection outside of the lanes of travel where he was engaged in traffic control. The deputy was wearing a uniform and a fluorescent traffic vest. Based on witness statements and evidence at the scene, the defendant drove across oncoming lanes of traffic through the intersection and directly at the deputy, who was struck by the vehicle, causing injuries to the deputy. That intersection near the University of Cincinnati's campus has flowers and blue ribbons decorated in memory and in honor of Larry Henderson, a man who was simply working a detail directing traffic for the University of Cincinnati's graduation. He worked at a different agency, the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office, than the police officer who shot Ryan Hinton. Larry Henderson had absolutely nothing to do with what happened to Ryan Hinton. On Monday, Ryan Hinton's family stood with their lawyers, distancing themselves from what Ryan's father is accused of doing, intentionally murdering Deputy Henderson.
We're here because we represent the estate of Ryan. We're not here to talk about the incident that occurred with the police officer. We do offer our condolences to the officer and his family. We were hired to represent this family to investigate the police-involved shooting of their son, Ryan. This family is very upset about what occurred. We believe that this incident should be investigated. It's not as cut and dry as this officer should have just pulled out his gun and shot at Ryan. It's not that cut and dry. Right. So that's why we're doing the records request. We're going to analyze frame by frame each one of these videos to determine why the officer made that deadly decision to shoot and kill Ryan.
Ryan Hinton's grandfather.
That's a fact. Y'all can go check out the rest of this. Law and crime fix. Well, like I say, it ain't cut and dry, and some people have different opinions about this shit. Eyewitness confirms. This is Tyler's House Publishings. Make sure y'all go over there and run them numbers up. Like, comment, and subscribe to his channel. Eyewitness confirmed Rodney Hinton Jr. was not driving the car that killed the deputy. Let's get to it. And that being said, do y'all think he's gonna get a fair trial, man? This black man against all them deputies, all them cops, all them white cops, just the police, period, you know. They focus more on that than the deputy shooting. The deputy shooting the kid in the back. They claim he had a gun on him. They claim he turned it fire. Like I don't hear none of that. He just shot. He got a gun on his right side. Boom. You shot the nigga in the back. That shit ain't adding up.
I want y'all to take a look at this right here. This is a Facebook post, and you see LaShawn Hankerson, and she is the eyewitness who saw it. You see her reply, "I promise to God I made a post, and everything the man was unconscious in the passenger seat, and it was an older lady driving. They kept asking who the driver was. She kept hysterically crying and falling out like she was in shock. She did that."
So she's saying that she saw him in the passenger seat, unconscious, and it was an old lady driving in that car. They kept asking, "Who's the old lady?" Nobody saying it.
And everything the man, this is a Facebook post, and you see LaShawn Hankerson, and she is the eyewitness who saw it. You see her reply, "I promise to God I made a post, and everything the man was unconscious in the passenger seat, and it was an older lady driving. They kept asking who the driver was. She kept hysterically crying and falling out like she was in shock. She did that. They are trying to do that man in. I literally tried to get him out the car. He was stuck and not clean out. Airbags out."
60 seconds about eggs. No filter. Starting now.
Brown or white eggs, does it really matter?
Not at all.
In all.
The scar above his head is from the airbag. That's what they saying. That's the right hand side. Got hit by the airbag. And why they're not talking about the other person that was involved in the accident?
And I'm going to show you another couple of posts from that same Facebook thread. Now, remember last week I told you that I received some inside information from a couple of sources that said there was a lady driving that vehicle that killed the deputy in Cincinnati after Rodney Hinton Jr. left the police department. Now, this post also pokes holes in the DAs, the police, the sheriff's theory in their timeline that they released to the public after indicting him on the charges and saying that they were going to seek
copyright disclaim under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. You know, so keep it under them guidelines. These are these people's opinions and they statements on what they feel or what they feel they saw. We just reacted to it. Free that man. Motherfucker shoot my kid in the back. Ain't no telling. Gonna snap. Remember that movie Time to Kill? When he found out that the motherfuckers raped his daughter and the motherfuckers got off, it was over. And went berserk. Took them niggas out right there in the court, right? So, you know. Right, that is crazy. So, I think they really, it's another one they trying to get the death penalty to. He probably didn't even have nothing to do with it. He was just in the passenger seat. But let's get to it.
The death penalty for our young brother. Now, after LaShawn made this post, the girl asked her, look, why don't you go down there and tell them what you saw? And this is her response. No love, Tila. If they aren't using cameras for evidence, they sure TF aren't going to listen to a black woman with a record. It was several of us right there that witnessed this ish. They didn't even care about the dude in the car. Me and one other lady was trying to help him. They didn't care about the black dude, only the officer. And again, I'm going to show you her original post. But remember, this happened supposedly by the University of Cincinnati during graduation time, whatever. And she made a valid point. If all of this happened, where are the cameras? Where are the stoplight cameras? Where are the cameras from the associated business or the business in close proximity? Where are the satellite cameras? All of these times that we see accidents and people running from the police and accidents at traffic stops and people running people over, there's always video footage.
Facts.
Why is there no video footage of this accident? Like, there is no coverage even after the accident. You know, when the ambulances are out there, only thing they are showing you is that still picture of the car and the crash. They are no showing you no ambulance footage, no getting people out of the cars. Think about it. This makes what my information given me totally true. Because once again, why are they not showing anything but a narrative? And this is the original post that the young lady put up. Now, I think this has since been taken down. She said, I was literally right there with my effing kids in the car, I assume, with me. I got out to help once I seen I could not do anything. I started crying and this other lady was praying and grabbed my arm and wrist, and we both started praying while looking at the sheriff, and it was an old lady driving, not no dude. They are lying. This is sad. Now, this is her sharing the post.
Can your dentures withstand the force of a golf swing? We're putting Nuvia's permanent teeth in 24 hours up against dentures. Which one do you think will come out on top?
Of, you know, that news post that highlighted the crash. Look at that. That's all we have seen. Now, mind you, this is probably from a video. This still shot is in the air. So this is probably from a video, a stop camera light, a satellite video. So why are they not, we have to ask ourselves, why are they not showing us any video proof of the accident? Now, she also corroborates. The other day, I think it was yesterday, I showed the video where the young brother, Rodney Hinton Jr. was walking into the police station. You see him getting out of the car. He's in a hospital gown. He's blurry. He's incoherent. He literally tells the officers, "Where am I? Where am I?" And he's currently charged with something that he was literally a passenger in the car. Now, also, this collaborates, or this proves that what they are saying in their newly released timeline, that they are lying, because it contradicts what they're saying, that what they've said at the beginning of the whole ordeal. Now, you remember the beginning, they told us that Rodney Hinton went to the police department. He watched the video. He got upset and left the building, and no one ever saw him until they got word of the crash. Now, go back and watch the original news articles about this. That is what they said. But this is what they said about 2 days ago when they indicted him for the charge. This is 9:33 a.m. Hinton arrived at the police department.
I see the cameras right there. There's cameras, definitely cameras around that bitch.
9:51, Hinton got upset and left the building. 10:37, Hinton left with family members instead of his own car, which he drove there. 12:41, which is about an hour and a half later, Hinton returned to pick up his car. Hinton left. Hinton returned to the police department and drove through the parking lot. How do you know that was Hinton driving? Right? 12:50, Hinton left again and headed towards University of Cincinnati campus with his family following him the entire way. Now, mind you, once again, if you go back to the first videos of this incident, they said Hinton left the police department and nobody heard from him. Listen, like, one thing about a lie, you have to continuously change and keep up with the lie to make that lie outlive the truth. Apparently, this lie is not going to outlive the truth. Remember, they said Hinton left the meeting, was so distraught, and nobody ever heard from him since the time of this accident. But here they're telling you he left with a family member. He came back, he left again, he walked out distraught, he drove around the parking lot, he left his car, he returned it. None of this was said before. You see how they are trying to create the narrative as they go. Pretty much, I'm white and I say so. This is what happened, regardless of how many people are saying. And once again, I'm going to show you the actual page. Look at this actual page now. And y'all see this. Let me see. I'm gonna minimize myself so y'all can see it in its entirety. Now, this is an actual Facebook page, LaShawn Hankerson. Now, it looks like she have deleted her page, but this is said, so they're covering up. Listen, I was literally right there with my child in the car. I got out to help once I seen I couldn't do anything. I started crying, and this other lady was praying and grabbed my arm and wrist, and we both started praying while looking at the sheriff, and it was an old lady driving, not no dude. They are lying. And here's somebody else referencing what she's saying. Look at his face. As she mentioned, the airbags hit him. Look at the top and the right side of his face. The airbags come out on the right side if you are on the passenger side. And so this is what I mean by the media lying and creating narratives.
That's a fact, y'all. This shit sounds very fishy, right? Y'all get in the comments. Let us know what y'all think. It's not adding up. It's not adding up. Other people saw what they saw. Free that man. Free Rodney Hinton Jr. Let's get to some little jokes. We almost done. Shout out to Political Street Views. Y'all run over here, run them numbers up.
To sitting 2 rows back.
Terrell, that works with me, bro. Trust me. I didn't mean half the stuff I was saying. It was all content. I miss you, man. I won Heather on Plug Talk.
Plug Talk? The bankruptcy ain't that bad. What's up with 03?
So long story short, on Geo, they mad. They mad because they took some money from me while I was in jail. Drained my TuneCore account and said I still didn't recoup the money. So now they want more? So boom, here we go. Man, y'all can have the chain. Y'all can have the whips if you want.
Yeah, and what you know. That's fucked up because, you know his family ain't, they made, we talking scraping up a good lawyer going against we talking a cop got killed. And like I say, they not even saying nothing about his son who got shot by the cops, shot in the back. So, yeah. It's an upskill battle for his family. We send our condolences. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the channel. And that's a sad Mother's Day. Sad Mother's Day.
They talking about that's not enough. That's not enough on grape. What y'all on?
We need some more music from you. They said don't move. This is out of line. I don't mean to be rude, but it's about damn time. You, shay shit like that. That Texas trip wasn't worth it. I do like this drink though, but I should have stayed in Gardena. My chain probably on a greasy neck tour right now, all on the internet and everything.
The real wolves is out. Yeah, all the homies tap in on the law Geo. Made them tear it off. Straight to Rami, straight to Blue Moon, somebody.
When I signed that contract, I didn't know what perpetuity meant. I'm damn near a 304.
It was worth the headache, but they gave me 70. I need it all. Brand new socks and drawers. I'm back on 103rd, spreading the love. You feel me? You hear me? Real project baby died. You ain't paid for the funeral. You ain't mafia.
Welcome to the Avalons, where it's dangerous at. I'm Big Toon, homie.
What's life like in the area? Can you tell me about the Crips?
Gangsters run LA.
I've heard. So we're here on the east side.
They get real easty, but our homie, he had published Arthur. Can't none of us really read like that, but it's cool. Our homegirls, they fly, booze, whatever.
I've been around since the early 70s, and the Hoovers, they try to down us.
Nah.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And ain't nobody gonna stop me from speaking my mind. Put your goddamn hand down. Now, Toon, I love you, but I got the equalizer.
Before I trade Avalon, we the top gangsters in LA. Crib, Big Stolies on and all that. Don't come to LA, it ain't safe.
Cherise girl, thank you for stopping in. I'm so sorry we had to meet under these circumstances.
Girl, boo, is your man circumcised? I'm trying to get straight to the bag. I need that job.
She wanna get straight to the bag. She's trying to get it down. So that nigga circumcised. That's great.
Johnny Cochran type money. I'm touching of a cock anyway.
Wow, my God, you are a firecracker. Are you ready to hot tour your man's way out of jail? That's my only question for you.
You spoke him up. He caught every hour.
Sweetie. What you doing, baby?
Oh, nothing, babe. Sitting here, finalizing a deal for us, you know.
That's normal for you. We live? Let's do some content.
As live as we're gonna get. I got you up there in Times Square right now, baby. You know my people on the East Coast don't play about me. They love our lies, baby.
These ain't lies, right? But it's not the truth. They plays, baby. It's all entertainment. That's what the people gotta understand, and that's what the judge gotta understand. Cause he part of the people, right? And no, Mike, money, Marcus, or none of that. We still live, right? And to you, Wack, you had a friend in me.
Babe, no.
You had a friend in me. 6-0.
Ashley, everybody's at the bodega watching this right now. Stop it.
Yeah, I'll go check that shit out. Shit funny as hell. Nigga got a serious hood, man. Run them numbers up. It's political street views. Yeah, man. We almost done. Some shit going down, man. I don't know if what's up with this shit, man? I've been seeing this shit. It's going on a few months now. Boy, Baby B Braze. Did the Hoovers yanked on him and victimized that boy and airlift him off the yard? He said it didn't happen. Let's get to it.
B Brazy from the Denver Lane Gangsta Bloods channel, The Who's Who's, came out a few months ago.
Warren County, make sure y'all go run over there and run them numbers up. Salute.
It has sent the gang world of Los Angeles in a frenzy, with him and his cellmate telling stories about several gang members from all over LA County. They detailed fights, altercations, and exposed people for their coward behaviors. Many people have took offense to this, with their respective hoods being spoke on, or individuals they know being talked about. And recently, many have been trying to expose Baby B Brazy for an altercation at High Desert State Prison. Baby B Brazy is in prison for multiple life sentences for several shootings and murders that I covered in a previous episode. If you haven't seen that, check that episode out. Many have been making assumptions or mentioning Baby B Brazy falling victim to an attack from the Hoovers in prison, stemming from his case against the Hoovers, and also tattoos on his face disrespecting the Hoovers, which Baby B Brazy has a known hate for the Hoovers. You have several people taking shots at Baby B Brazy, like 600, which him and Baby B Brazy has had a back and forth.
This nigga got the fake braids. They got the fake braids on him.
For several months.
Saying why I can't go, bro. But listen though, you know you popped on the scene, bro. You know, real quick, like, you feel me? And you know, doing a little bit of exposing. That's cool. That's how it's supposed to go. But look, check this out. Because you've been exposing a lot of neighborhoods. You feel me? And that's cool. Like I said, but if you're gonna expose, bro, keep it thorough, bro. Keep it a buck. Keep it 100. You feel what I'm saying? Don't select the politic. Don't be selective with your exposing. Now, you was up on D-Yard, right? The Hoovers rushed you, right? You was with about 7, 8 of your homies, right? Damus, right? Exposed them Damus when they ran, bro. Now this ain't got nothing against you. Cause I'm hearing you still down, you squabbled to the, you know what I'm saying, you did your thing, you ain't run. But if you gonna expose them though, bro, expose them Damus who ran, bro. Yeah, put them out there, bro. You
For him to be 40 plus, still dabbling and arguing with young dudes about gang politics, shit that go on in the streets, in the hood, behind the walls, and he ain't nowhere near. It's baffled. Just come out. You're gonna be a crip cop, which everybody looking at you as, and you dressing yourself up to be. You know what I'm saying? Just going to take that road. Which is crazy for the ones that still fucking with him, that's saying they hood or they in the street still doing illegal activity. I wouldn't be fucking with that nigga. Especially when you feel he got that jacket on him. And you can tell if you're a cop, you just smell like pork products. Nah.
You know how I expose my homies, bro? Busters and rats and all that? Yeah, I ain't selected with
And
it,
it's
bro.
usually the
I
people
expose
that
11,
keep
bro.
calling niggas the same.
If you want to come on here and do that, bro, to keep your credibility.
You had YouTube platforms like Street TV acknowledging the situation, and even Hoover member Damon Porter on his platform telling the story about a stabbing incident, and even though he didn't say a name, many assumed it was Baby B. Brazy.
Lane hits the yard and he has Hoover tattooed on his face. But it's crossed out, it's blocked up. He got it crossed out, a big old HK, a big old Hoover killer. What to do? Well, the so-called general, he catches wind of this, that this guy has just hit the yard and he has a disrespectful tattoo parading on his face. Everyone knew at that juncture things were about to go awry. Because again, the person in question is prone to violence of all sorts.
With the incident kept being mentioned from behind bars, Baby B. Brazy did an interview with Kim Capone, and he discussed the situation from his side and denied what happened.
Man, look, again, I'm gonna be real. I swear to God, man, everybody, they lied on it. I come out my room, whatever. I fight. I see somebody. Me and him start fighting one-on-one. I diss. As soon as I diss, I say, fuck a certain hood. I start getting into a fight with more people, whatever. That happened. It was regular people every other day, and I get jumped all the time. It was no. After that, we get on the ground. It was no stabbing shit going on. It was none of that shit. That's why people took that just because who it is me. I'm somebody in LA for sure. I know a gang. I know everybody. People took that and try to pump it up, say they stabbed me, say they airlifted me. I never, nothing happened. Yeah.
I don't know. Do y'all believe him? I don't know. He was there. He said it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Do I care? No, I don't care. Most people don't. But we know this is in these algorithms and whatnot. His name been coming up. He been doing his thing on the Who's Who's. Make sure y'all go check out his channel. But he been back and forth with it. Some said the Who's been shooting at him and saying, nah, nigga, you know it happened. Treyway did a live, and he allegedly had one of the guys that was there that allegedly, you know, gave him a couple of those, poked him up a little, you know.
I never went to the nurse. That's the thing. I never went to the nurse. Like, the nurse gotta see you for sure when you're on the ground. The nurse gonna see you, boom. Hey, you alright? Yeah, I'm good. That's it. I got this shit on my face. That's what this song is about. I got the big ass HK on my face. I got an HK on the side of my face. I got it. I was with a gang of
Tell y'all kids stay out from gangs, man.
I was by myself.
Your ass books.
Like, I let them like 5 more months.
Make your mama proud.
Nothing never happened. Nobody never did nothing wrong to me, or like I didn't think I was ever like in a city.
Make your mama proud. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there in the world. I want the real mothers to be doing what they got to do to raise their kids, putting it all on the line. Salute to y'all. Love y'all.
Situation was life and death. I could have got hurt bad. None of that shit. It was none of that. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't how they made it seem. They made it seem that they said somebody airlifted me. Nobody airlifted me. That sound real bad. That sound like somebody got at me. Nobody didn't get at me.
But that will lead to a back and forth with Hoover rapper Treyway 6K, who's in jail at the moment. Treyway live from his cell, along with other Hoover members, spoke on Baby B. Brazy and the stabbing situation. And his cellmate insinuated he was a part of the attack.
He lacerated and stabbed the shit out your bitch ass. So stop lying. Everything fucking lying. Why you lying? You remember my face, nigga? Or say you remember my face, boner? Or say I'm gonna be fired on you, sock you out, bust on you. You can't just go around getting no tattoo whacked out. No.
So the boy detailing what he did. He said, we slashed you, punched you. That's what he said. He was real vocal.
So stop lying. Everything fucking liar. Hey, why you lying? You remember my face, nigga? I said you remember my face, boner. Or say I'm be fired on you, stopped you out, bust on
Fired on you, slapped you, socked you.
you. Can't just go around getting no tattoo whacked out. No, movers, high tower movers on you, bust on you. Or say I'm be fired on you, stopped you out, bust on you. You can't.
Said fired on, socked him. Pretty much knocked him out and slashed him. That's what he's saying. I don't know if it's true. I ain't even a fly on the wall. I ain't got shit to do with this. Matter of fact, put this banner up. You know what I'm saying? Put the banner up. You don't get your panties in a bunch. Cause y'all know, if y'all on this channel, y'all know how I say it. It happened in the county and the jail should just stay in the county and the jail, right? You know what I'm saying? Or just in the county, because pretty much in prison, you know, prison stories is a little different, but the county, all this crazy ass activity go on, you know what I'm saying? Niggas coming home, they went up in there all on the out, they gangsta up in there, they girly fairies and shit, all types of shit going on. Stay out of jail, y'all niggas.
I say you remember my face, boner. Or say I'm be fired on you, stopped you out, bust on you. You can't just go around getting no tattoo whacked out. No, movers, high tower hoovers on you already, dumb bitch. Not getting no pass, never for my that. Like I'm saying, okay, so who's behind you?
Now Treyway, man, he was talking about he trying to get out. He almost trying to get out, man. I don't think that was wise to be up on here, even being a part of that type of shit. Especially you know you wasn't a part of the whole shit get down.
Who's is not who he say he is. He's a fucking liar. He's a liar. Boom. Cub got to talk about me. I have never ran into Cub. The dead homie. I have never ran into Baby Braves on West Side over. Cub ran into Baby Braves. He stabbed the shit out of him. Let me see that book. I mean, who is that? Who's on that? Braves. Well, look, we.
See, that's crazy right there. When I'm hearing this, other people, of course, there's other people that's part of that whole situation. And they talking about people trying to get up out of there, you know, and you know how they do, they use these videos against us. So what y'all think, man? Was this smart? It makes sense. I don't think so.
We
just reacted to it, y'all.
This is paperwork. These are like write-ups.
Goofy
These are from beating the shit out of you. Ops and bullshit on me. This is paperwork. You guys don't have any paperwork.
A paperwork party. Only said.
Can you guys throw paperwork parties?
We the ones removing shit off the yard. 115s back to back. C-status. If your nigga ain't never been on C-status, he ain't did nothing.
Your boyfriend was a bitch. Dead low. I'm talking like real gang ties, real like put in the work like on the dead low.
Dead homies. Your boyfriend's not like that in here. Only said.
I'm talking about like okay. Dead homies. Braves. Bitch, we got the paperwork. Bitch, you had lacerations. Dead low. Tell Braves who's who. Dead homie really know who.
He put up the paperwork on. This is the paperwork party era. Expose the paperwork. You got the paperwork. This is what happened in the county. You already know what happened out here in the pen and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be famous. They chasing the wrong type of clout. Fame.
You really know who's who. Yeah. Bitch, you had lacerations. Stat. But I heard High Desert Bob had lacerations. This remember, Bray. This me. I did this to you.
That's what led to Baby B. Brady responding to Treyway.
Fuck, you really be on the streets on blood gang smoking dope. Talking about showing the paper, talking about lacerations, baby braids. Shut your stupid ass up. Thorat, what do you fucking eat? So blood. They got bags everywhere in the stove. For sure, they gotta have a stove. Kicks everywhere.
Yeah, that affected him. See. He didn't say, "Oh, nigga, you lying," blah 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 blah, nigga. He showing the paperwork, but then he go into saying, you know, nigga, you ain't got shit, nigga. You see, my shit is up. It's that pride, man. That pride get these niggas.
The Duke clothes, show. Niggas don't even brush their hair. They don't even brush their hair. You gotta have it open. Gotta have it stay with the bag.
Said my shit is lit. My cell is litty, nigga. Got 3 niggas in there looking like sardines and shit. Dusty niggas. That's what he said. Hey man, kids, stay out of school, man. Y'all know what it is. Let's get to this shit. Freedom niggas, man. So I know y'all come the fuck out here in the free world. They gonna do any and everything to put your ass right back up in that bitch. Forget about you. We got a brother that did like 20-some years, man. I grew up listening to it, man. JD from Lynch Mob. All my cats, y'all know what's up. So JD speaks on Chuck Knight had a hand in that above the law jumping of Ice Cube, and Cube told him he was pretty much what the problem. So, JD was that nigga though. Gorillas in the mist.
But yeah, for you don't work, you don't eat. 8 is on there as well.
Go to unique access. Go run them numbers up. Let's get to it.
Album is phenomenal. Cubes obviously there, Jinx, everybody, Chili Chill, etc. Tunes.
Now the above the law thing, if y'all I interviewed Co 187 like some years ago. Great interview. I'm gonna pull it up, and it should be on Fam West. I mean the First Fam Radio channel, but I'm gonna pull it up. And he breaks it down what happened. So I'm gonna get to that. Let's get to this.
So as you're seeing this thing develop, yes, NWA is over, but at least Cube's involvement at the time. What did you see or feel or understand of what was actually happening for you and for the crew?
Well, I told Ice Cube, I know you listen to the streets like I do, but I'm really in the streets right now, and they talking. And NWA is not really happy, and at some point you're gonna bump heads with these niggas. And so when that takes place, bro, have the right people in place, because they got people in place. You know, you're not from Compton, but you said coming straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. That's part controversy in our hood alone. Why you claiming Compton? You know,
that was a fact. Cube wasn't from Compton, but he did say he was coming from Compton. Cube was trying to get on, but the niggas in the hood wasn't having it. Like, that nigga claim Compton, nigga, go deal with it, right?
and so you got some niggas in my hood that don't want to give him that support. So it's like Compton niggas need to get on that nigga. He acting like he Compton, you know, deal with it. I'm like, nah, I ain't let that nigga just get fed to the wolves like that, bro. So I told Q, whatever come, nigga, me and Shorty gonna back your play. That's why I told Shorty, I need you to join the Lynch Mob, bro. Shorty had just came home from prison in 1990 from a robbery in Corcoran, you know, and I told him, bro, this shit has the potential to turn into some other shit. So Shorty told Q, nigga, I got your back from here to the end. So a lot of, you know, the story, if we told it in chronological order, we sit it probably for 2 hours. But that's where our pain came from. We love that motherfucker O'Shea, bro. And so when you got these 2 dedicated gang members tattooed up, putting in work to do what they can to keep their standard in the hood, and you run into this kid O'Shea, Ice Cube, who's this dope-ass rapper that we were fans of before being a part of, when you don't get back the same love you give, it's heartbreaking. Shorty had a broken heart, bro, because he loved this Lynch Mob shit like I did. I went to the pen and didn't have nobody from the Lynch Mob rocked with. You know, Shorty pulled back up in his later years, turned the phone on and let me call every time I could get on, you know, kept a little money on the phone when he could, but he was dealing with health issues. And so we were more hurt because we was ready to die for this shit. That's the crazy shit right there. Right. We literally were pushing this shit like it was our hood.
Yale scientists proved diabetics could eat 50% more carbs and still reverse diabetes. This lowers blood sugar.
And why did you take it that far?
Because if we accept the disrespect, the checking, the shit that happened at Anaheim Celebrity Theater,
right?
They wouldn't let me and Jinx and T-Bone through the back door for shit.
So it was a setup.
It was a setup, and Suge had his hands in that. Suge had his hands in that. So, and like I told the motherfucker, I said, bro, I'm Ronald Abercrombie, nigga. Ain't no motherfucking body. I'm Ronald Abercrombie nephew, nigga, Suge. Ain't nobody worried about your big ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He ended up flying on Crazy D from NWA. A lot of people don't remember Crazy D from NWA. He was a Mexican kid. And he always had this dog chain with a Deuce 5 on, 25 automatic. And he used to go with NWA everywhere. Suge fired on him that night. Some bully shit. You know, they left us out the back door. But after that little play went down and we got inside, this is the truth. This is the fact. After that bullshit went down and Ice Cube and Hutch got their little squabble out of the way, whatever happened in the dressing room happened in the dressing room, I saw Cube right afterwards. He had a little scratch on his lip, little scratch on his face. I said, you straight on me? He like, yeah, it wasn't up with the squabble. I said, you want to go back in there and get out with these niggas? He like, nah, we ain't got to trip off that. We go back out here. So I was like, if you down to go get out with these niggas, we get out with these niggas. I said, I know a lot of people in that audience. You know, I slide out to the audience, I see 75 motherfuckers in Compton, Crip, Nutty Blocks, Atlantic Drive. I mean, it was Nutty Blocks, South Side, and Atlantic Drive. It was the NSA part, Nutty South Atlantic. That was a clique in Compton. They in that motherfucking concert deep. I look to the right, I see one of my little partners that I grew up with from 11 Deuce Hoop. And we were fucking arch enemies growing up. But since I'm doing this rapping shit, this NWA shit, is pushing over to this lynch mob shit, my Hoover partners say, hey, what's up, Lil Wolf? I'm like, nigga, I'm JD, nigga, I don't go by Lil Wolf no more. He said, nigga, you Lil Wolf, nigga, it's just because you rapping with Cube now, nigga. And he said, what's going on? I said, man, this nigga in the back just got into a squabble with some niggas, and these niggas trying to close the door, don't want to let nigga get in there and let the homie get ahead of fade. And so, the nigga said, nigga, tear this motherfucker up, nigga, on Hoover Crip, nigga, let me know what you want to do. This before the Hoover Crips turned to criminals. I got all these Hoovers over here. They ain't even tripping on me being from neighborhood or nothing. They like, this nigga doing something powerful. And I got all these Compton niggas over here, and they ready to run through the back door of the goddamn Celebrity Theater in Anaheim or rush that circular stage that rotates and tear this motherfucker up. All they want me to do is just take my hat off.
That was it.
That was the signal. Take your hat off, homie, and we go.
Sheesh. Yeah. Make sure y'all go check that out. That's a Unique Access. JD. Suge Knight had a hand in the Above the Law, jumped in Ice Cube. Like I said, I did interview Cole 187 back in the day. He talked about it. I asked about it. He gave his version. The homie we're gonna have on, the homie Boom Bam, he speak on it. You know what I'm saying? He was there. He said he was there. So there's some throwback shit, some throwback hip hop shit for my hip hop heads. You know. Let's get to this, man. We got a little bit more minutes to go. What's up with this, man? We got Brian Blake. 1090 Jake exposed SETI Nash agenda. Snitches exposing snitches. This is a piece that Brian Blake released. Y'all go over there and go check out his channel. Show you his channel. Go check it out. Let's get to it.
1090 Jake and SETI Nash have practically dominated the independent YouTuber scene by attaching themselves to every name that gets hot on the hip-hop scene using one simple method: research. Everybody who gets hot and has a criminal history, they go digging through all of your cases and your paperwork to see if you might have snitched or if there's anything of shock value in the paperwork. I mean, if we keeping it all the way real, they even covering lawsuits. So no, this is not about race at all. And if you had any doubt about that, then today's episode is one that you do not want to miss, because this will most definitely change your mind. On today's episode of 1090 Jake Exposed, we will be discussing the 1090 Jake and SETI Nash agenda. 1090 Jake and SETI Nash are largely responsible for the current wave of snitch allegations that you see floating all over the internet.
And like the vault is free. I gain more value out of the vault than like this freaking $4,800 program I bought.
Yeah, but that was gonna come out anyways though. I think that's the inevitable part is once you get out of the pen, we gotta see if you kept it solid. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, when did that become a factor for rappers?
And that's the thing. And I had to tell somebody earlier, like, that's where the fuck up part come from, because let's be honest, the rappers ain't supposed to be street niggas.
I'm just saying, when was that a criteria for rappers?
Right. Shit, 50 Cent.
We was checking rappers' paperwork, like who created that? Like why?
That would be.
Damn, man.
So he taking credit for that, exposing the rappers' paperwork. I know when I was getting records, listening to artists, new artists, I liked that they talent. I liked it what I heard. I didn't too much give a fuck about who they was behind the scenes. Nowadays it's like we gotta get your blood type, DNA and everything before we listen to your record and shit. And then even at that we gotta decide if we really wanna fuck with your music or not. Like, nigga, did you snitch on your sibling when you was a kid? You wanna know.
Taking all the credit, man.
It's crazy, right?
That's me and 1090 Jake. Jake took it and expanded. That nigga went on a rampage with it. He's smarter than I am.
Now, what you just heard was an admission by Seti that he and 1090 Jake are strategically attacking the careers of other bloggers and rappers for engagement purposes. Taking that partnership into consideration, it made perfect sense to me why Seti would refuse to cover the 1090 Jake situation when 1090 Jake was exposed for snitching on Jimmy after he got hit in the head with the rock and the sock. But even before that, when Boston Richie originally posted the clip of 1090 Jake on the news snitching on that prison drug operation, Seti pretty much ran to his rescue. Hey man, look, he looked like he was trying to get those guys some justice.
But there were a couple of things that I had noted during the video. One of the things was that it seemed like an expose on an inhumane documentary type of style. So it seemed like to me, hey bro, he over here trying to get justice for these cats.
And then he flat out told us,
hell no. That nigga was being a rat. You don't come out and start going to the news talking about what's going on in the pen and how the police is working with the inmates getting contraband in and all that type of shit. You're an agent. That's a 21 Jump Street. You're undercover. That's a no-no, especially if you a civilian and doing that, or you an agent. But nigga was claiming he was blood and doing all this street shit and cutting niggas and getting cut and all that. Come on, man. Can't play two sides of the fence, my nigga.
hey, I'm not a prison genre guy, so I'm not even gonna cover that. Even though paperwork is paperwork, I mean, a hood lawyer should be able to decipher any type of paperwork.
I'm like, I'm not a prison dude. I've never been to prison. Ain't ever going to prison. Been to jail, I've been to juvie, but I ain't never been to prison. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I started wondering to myself, was Jake the only one doing it since this was 3 years ago? And it turns out the whole prison genre does it, did it, and do it to this day.
So yeah, he put his cape on for Jake, and at the time it was kind of going over my head. I'm like, why is he working so hard to protect this dude? And then that's when I discovered the news clip of Seti Nash.
We also spoke with some witnesses about what they heard. They said they heard an argument just before the shooting. When you heard the argument, was it a long argument? Was it just short? Did it seem like they knew each other?
It was static, and his friend was like, he not even a part.
This is crazy. Cedric Adams, yeah, witness. That was his debut. Now, too, like, okay, if he claiming a gang, because he claims Rolling 60s, and from my understanding, he was gang banging before 19, so he looked older than 19 years, so he know that that's a no-no. We don't talk to police. We don't speak to no reporters. This is before internet was busting out like this. So I mean, nah. But at the same time, you play devil's advocate. If you pull up a lot of these old videos, some of these gang members were talking to some of these what they call them investigative reporters. They were coming to the hood, but they never tell you what happened after, because a lot of them dudes got their ass kicked. Even niggas probably bopped off the set. Niggas ass a no-no. Nowadays it's a different thing. So what do y'all think? When he saw this, is he automatically a rat? Is he telling? He's talking about witnessing an actual murder that took place. You know, most people now that get on the news, they be like, cover my face and then distort my voice. So y'all let me know in the comments. Is more? I'm hearing it's more.
Part of this. You're not a part of this S.
And boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's when it hit me that these two guys are basically the same person. Both of these guys wanted to be rappers. Yeah, we know about Seti's career. And we can't forget about the letter that Jake's aunt wrote when she said, hey, he's been working on his rap career. But yeah, as I was saying, here you have these two guys that want to be rappers, but they not making it. And they both have these things on their background that make them feel like they not real enough. It's a personal thing. We don't know about this. They know about it. So what do? They start projecting. At the same time, controversy sells. So this type of content became an instant source of large amounts of revenue. That gave them more motivation, but it also gave inspiration to other content creators. And that's why we see this large wave of everybody talking about who's snitching. It don't matter what genre of hip hop you go in, from this genre to the prison genre to battle rap. Everybody's talking about who's snitching, because that type of content is generating large amounts of engagement. We've seen this over and over in the streaming era. People will duplicate, or at least attempt to duplicate, whatever they think is generating the streams. For example, when the Chicago kids started the drill wave and they started like dissing the dead a lot, you see how fast that spread. Almost everybody is willing. That's like a go-to marketing scheme for rappers, because they...
It's a fact. Just get a little fast in this
video.
What's keeping you from scaling your business? It's not effort. It's not ambition.
On this situation yet. And also why he ran to Seti's defense as soon as the snitch allegations started flying.
Most business events feel like a hype fest. Motivating, maybe. Useful, not really. The Vault is different. It's...
Salute to everybody for tuning in. Today we're gonna be going over this paperwork from Seti Nash's incident with his brother out in Sacramento, California. Now I wanna say this. All of the information that you're about to hear is all documented. It all comes from some type of form of paperwork, if not from Seti himself. This next portion is from a daily activity log from the Sacramento Police Department. It reads, Friday, January 24th, 2014. The information provided allows for a timely snapshot of significant events in our community. The crimes reported here are preliminary investigations taken in the field by patrol officers and may or may not be assigned to a detective for further investigation. The information provided may be found after further investigation to be incorrect or false. Certain details of these incidents have been removed due to potential follow-up investigation into the incident and/or privacy rights. The following incidents occurred between 12 o'clock a.m. and 11:59 p.m. on Friday, January 24th, 2014. Incident number 14021-617, assault, Western Ave and Ford Road. Officers responded to a report of a shooting. It was reported that shots were fired from a dark-colored SUV towards another occupied vehicle, but no one had been struck or injured. Officers rushed to the area along with an outside agency police helicopter. A vehicle matching the suspect description was located and its 3 occupants were contacted. A search of the vehicle revealed ammunition, and it was determined that the occupants had discarded a handgun from the car. The weapon was recovered. All 3 suspects were adult males in their 20s and arrested for assault, conspiracy, and gang enhancement charges. Now, as we look into this, we're going to break it down step by step. A comparison to what the report said, a comparison to what SETI said, and see where we can find a common ground. Let's start with the notification of the police. How were the police notified about this incident? According to SETI Nash, they were alerted by the shot spotter.
Mind you, spot shot is there. Of course they coming. There is no phone call made from SETI Nash on that day. I got 10,000 for that.
But when you compare the dates, this incident happened Friday, January 24th, 2014, and the shot spotter program wasn't implemented until 2015 in Sacramento. There are multiple articles from 2015 and even some from later years like 2017 where they clearly state that shot spotters were not used in Sacramento until 2015. Now, for validation purposes, I obtained a copy of the police report with the same incident number as the incident number in the daily activity log. According to the police report, officers responded to the location regarding a call, not a shot spotter notification, a call. That's
somebody made a call. Who called them boys? Somebody made a call. It wasn't a Spotify, a shot spotter. Getting real tricky.
one discrepancy with regard to how they even got to the crime scene. But now let's discuss how they were notified that a shooting took place and that SETI Nash was involved.
Police pull up. Once the police pull up, it's one officer. That one officer pulls up. What does he do? He asks what happened. I say, man, I got shot at.
Now, on top of the police report clarifying that an actual call was made and not a shot spotter notification.
Somebody shot at your boy SETI Nash. And it seems that one of the shooters, or alleged shooters, was his brother. That's nasty work. So if that could be the case, this is real. That's why it's real delicate. You know what I'm saying?
Because they didn't even have shot spotters. We now have SETI admitting that he was on the scene when the police arrived and that he told the police that he was shot at. That sounds like reporting a shooting to me. But let's see what else SETI said.
He was like, what kind of car or anything like that? I said, I don't know, man. It's a dark vehicle.
Referring back to the daily activity log posted by the Sacramento PD, officers responded to a report of a shooting and it was reported that shots were fired from a dark color SUV.
That's what I'm saying, dark color SUV, right? These niggas be talking about, like, with, what was it, Big Sad 1900? He said, oh, I don't know, it was a silver vehicle, gray vehicle. Oh, that nigga snitching. You can't say, yo, what was he in, man? He was in a rainbow color car. Cop looking at you goofy. Shit, I don't know, man. It was dark. Nigga, it was in the daytime. Nigga, shut the fuck up. I don't know. Temporary blindness. If the cops pull up and they pull your ass, you gonna say something. Unless you go in there like a mutant.
SUV. So SETI is now 2 for 2 with information. He did actually report a shooting, and he did say that it was a dark colored vehicle, just like the paperwork is saying.
So it ends up happening. Cops say get in the car. I'm thinking to myself like, oh, I better go to jail. But he don't put the cuffs on me. So I'm like, ooh. So then he pulls up to the exact spot that I was shooting at. He said, is this it right here? I'm like, shit. I'm like, yeah.
How you know that? That means you told him where it was at.
Now, my question for this would be, how did they get to the exact location where the shooting occurred? And if you were the shooter, why would you take them back to this place and say, yes, this is where the shooting occurred?
So, the cop is told, hey man, come down here. I'm in the back, I can hear it. He told come down here. So he busts a right, he go down forward, pull to the left. There's a big ass vehicle that I did not remember. So it's a big, I think like expedition or something like that or anything like that.
Take them back to that place and
say, is this it right here? I'm like, shit. I'm like, yeah.
Now my question for this would be, how did they get to the exact location where the shooting occurred? And if you were the shooter, why would you take them back to this place?
He didn't say he was a shooter. He said, I was shot at. He didn't say he was a shooter. So he took him to where he was shot at. I mean, these cops pulled up. They pulled up on the block. Okay, where was you shot at? What's going on? Hey man, I was shot at. Damn, they were shooting. They were shooting. They were shot at you. Okay, where you was shot at? So he get in the car. Hey, I was shot up. So he ain't get in the car. So it was some ways, right? Up the block or something. Yeah, somebody called to that location. But he not the shooter. He didn't say he was a shooter. I think you heard that wrong.
And say, yes, this is where the shooting occurred.
So the cop is told, hey man, come down here. I'm in the back, I can hear it. He told come down here. So he busts a right, he go down forward, pull to the left. There's a big ass vehicle that I did not remember. Okay. So it's a big, I think like expedition or something like that or anything like that. Car doors all open. It looks like, to my eyes, oh shit, niggas have stole the car and ran off. So I'm like, oh damn. So the cops say, hey, is this the vehicle? I'm like, I don't know.
So once again, referring to the report summary, officers responded to a report of a shooting. It was reported that shots were fired from a dark colored SUV. Officers rushed to the area. A vehicle matching the suspect description was located. So Seti has admitted he reported being shot at.
Hey, is this the vehicle?
You read this.
I'm like, I don't know.
So once again, referring.
Officers respond to a report of a shooting. It was reported that shots were fired from a dark colored vehicle towards another occupant vehicle, but no one had been struck or injured. Officers rushed to the area along with an outside agency police helicopter. So it was a helicopter present. Vehicle matching the suspect description was located in its 3 applicants. So they was able to find the vehicle getting away with.
To the report summary, officers responded to a report of a shooting. It was reported that shots were fired from a dark colored SUV. Officers rushed to the area. A vehicle matching the suspect description was located. So Seti has admitted he reported being shot at. He admitted taking the police back to the scene of the crime.
Basically, that nigga was getting bust on by some niggas full of car that had guns in there. They found the 3 suspects. The niggas tried to throw away the gun. They got charged for assault, conspiracy, and gang enhancement charges. I look at it like this. It seemed like that, I don't know. It just seems that, okay, Nash figured out or whatever, knew okay it was his brother that was part of the nigga that shot at him. And it's like, I don't know. We don't know what happened. That's family business. But he'll take the lash of the, oh yeah, did you snitch on your brother? Did you didn't? It's like, nigga, you know, that's some family internal shit. So, but it is considered in the streets, you know, oh man, you did say something, you did tell. It is considered snitching in to some capacity or whatever. But you don't know. It's like, oh damn, my brother tried to shoot me, or was it intentionally, or I don't know. We don't know what the fuck we did. You know what I'm saying? We may never know. And I don't give a fuck. But it's that whole saying, you can't point the fingers. You got three pointing back at you. And that thumb is in an acute angle, so you don't know what direction it's going to come back at. So your fingers going to be pointing back at your ass. Out here with the niggas gotta push your paperwork, what's this rapper and all. If that be a motive. Snitches, what they called it, snitches exposing snitches. Y'all go check out Brian Blake's channel. Go check out Ceddy Nash. Go check out 1090J. And go run the numbers up. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all care? Do y'all even really give a fuck? Almost out this bitch, man.
So that's what like cause we see a lot of guys from they got money in their name. Everybody get it from the same.
Yeah.
Victim, I was always a target. Nah, cause I couldn't be a victim, I was always a target. I'm back.
You guys are getting a person shot in the 24th district, Broadway and Rosemont and Broadway. Caller says the male shot in the back, offenders ran away. Caller says that the shooting was at the club Pork Chop.
The summer gonna be spooky, and it ain't even started yet. Man, when it come to O-Block, the original name some would
Shout out
say
to the
was
Family
Wick City,
TV,
and after
man.
early this morning,
Like,
that era
comment,
might be
subscribe.
officially over. Some say all the original members is no longer living. You know, this is a stern reminder that when you're in the streets, this will
Ran away. Caller says that the shooting was at the club Pork Chop.
the summer gonna be spooky, and it ain't even started yet. Man, when it come to O-Block, the original name some would say is Wick City, and after early this morning, that era might be officially over. Some say all the original members is no longer living. You know, this is a stern reminder that when you're in the streets, this will come with it. You're not supposed to have sympathy if you truly representing the streets. But nonetheless, none of us know our expiration date, and we all have one. And not truly knowing can be alarming when that day hit. And today, we talk about a Chicago rapper from O-Block who lost his life alongside his friend. Two OGs of the Wick City movement. A young man who just came home. Also close friends with the late rapper from O-Block, King Von. But he also had controversy just last year, having a baby with D-Thing baby mother, who was also the brother of Lord Durk. May he rest in peace. But nonetheless, we go over his story. We also talk about the details that's provided thus far on how he lost his life and pay our respects.
Definitely was a hit. Y'all know it was a hit, man. Definitely was a hit. Gotta put up the banner, the hit banner. Rest in peace, send our condolences to those brothers out there.
But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Fam, meet O-Block, monitor.
2 for 1, Chicago rapper and his close friend killed outside local bar. Seen his killer. So Muno Duke, rest in peace, and Youngin. Rest in peace.
Duke. He's a local rapper. He's known to be with the era of King Von, an original member of the Wick City movement.
Getting started, cause I couldn't be a victim, I was always a target. Cause I couldn't. Glock is a nickel. If a nigga get a problem, they was all that issue. Quick, finally gon' miss you. Wipe a nigga know.
Now, growing up on the south side of Chicago in O-Block, one of his close friends was King Von. But unfortunately, King Von lost his life, as we all know by now, November 6, 2020, at just the age of 26. And during that time, Mana Duke was incarcerated. Here's his thoughts on getting that call.
Jail and everything's going on in O-Block. You know, I see somewhere that like they used to send the helicopter, the police used to send the helicopter to O-Block and stuff when Chief Keef was there.
Yeah,
that happened before one time I was out there. That happened before. Yeah. Were you around for like shooting up the music videos and everything?
Yeah, I was the video him and Top did before. The video him and Top did. Him and Top did the video and yeah, the helicopter came out there. Yeah.
People come to us and their teeth are so bad that they all need to be extracted. They all need to be taken out. And
Okay, but they didn't really like go inside O-Block and raid it or nothing. They just drove the helicopter by it.
Yeah, they just probably put that bitch on top of the block or some shit like that. And he had a lot of police come.
But by that time, I probably got up out of there, ran, you know what I'm saying? Got up out of
there. Yeah. Speaking of Boss Top, man, you know, how old were you when you met Boss Top?
Like I said, we all grew up, goddamn it. I probably was like, 10, 11, some shit like that. Nah, you know, we all grew up together.
Cause he's a little older than you, right? So he'd be like kind of your big homie, your big brother type of.
Yeah, that's my
thing.
brother. He ain't gonna say big homie, but that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he kind of older, but yeah, that's my brother.
How's he doing? I know he's locked up, and I seen he had a few fights in there.
Yeah, he good. Yeah, he good for sure. He ain't got that long to go. He finna be out soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's news, cause I think we seen he got like 5 years or something.
Yeah, but you know when they give him up some time, it don't really be that what you gotta do. You get what I'm saying? Like they'll probably chop that shit up, or you could go down there and get good time or anything like that. So he'll be out soon. That's some little shit.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. You know, yeah, me and Boss Top did a dope ass interview too, man. You know.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
A few years ago, man. It was really dope.
For sure.
Now, I believe you were in jail when King Von first starts popping in the music scene.
Yeah, I was locked up, man. It's like I miss all type of like, damn, I'll be locked up. But yeah, I was locked up.
Yeah, you were locked up for like the very, very best part of everything, man.
Yeah, all the good shit, man. I'll be locked up for, man.
Sad because he was locked up most of the time when they was getting it, and missed the whole King Von wave. But then he get out and get murked not too long ago after that. You know, it was crazy. And man, it's wild. Shit it ain't even worth it at the end of the day. So he had a kid. You know, a lot of these brothers be having kids and family and shit, and be in the streets and shit. And don't understand when they be out here doing this stuff and the people they affect, because it ain't just them. When they pass on, you got these kids that's they don't have their complete parenting setup. You know what I'm saying? It's just mothers out here raising these kids by themselves, and these young black males, black and brown, being teared down over foolishness.
Yeah.
Well, so you get out of jail and you actually you got it on time, and you know what I'm saying, we're around when he was popping, right?
Nah, when I got locked up, nah, hell nah. I mean, before I went in, it was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, bro was transformed. Like, he ain't did no shows or shit like that. No, matter of fact, I'm lying. He had one show that I went to. I forgot the place, but it was one show that I was able to attend to before I got locked up.
They was very close. A lot of eyes will now be on him, and he did such. As we take a look at his catalog 3 years ago, he was dropping more music consistently. That managed to get hundreds of thousands of views each drop. But about 2 years ago, he made controversy. He was seen with Asian Doll, who also had a public relationship with King Von, and he also had a baby, D-Thing BM, who's also the older brother of the Chicago rapper who's now incarcerated, Lil Durk. And that was strange from the public looking in, especially the fans, because we all know King Von was signed with Lil Durk, and Monaduke was real close with King Von. Now, D-Thing lost his life outside a strip club, June 6, 2021. Real name Dante Banks. He was shot in the head around midnight in Harvey, Illinois. May he rest in peace, and love and condolences to his family. Yet and still it happened. And during that time, Monaduke also managed to get his first show in Illinois. Now, for the past 2 to 3 years, Monaduke has been in and out of jail, not able to drop consistently as far as his music. But it's been for petty charges, like domestic V. But after just coming home from his latest bid, Monaduke and his close friend from O Block would be gunned down outside a local barbecue spot. 2 men were dead and another was hurt after an overnight drive-by shooting in Edgewood neighborhood. May 10, 2025, just before 1:30 a.m. in the 6300 block of North Broadway. Police scanner radio say that the shooting happened at the Pork Chop Barbecue restaurant. Chicago police said officers responded to a call of a person shot. Upon arrival, found multiple people suffering from gunshot wounds. The victim were not able to provide information about the incident, but police said the victims were standing on the sidewalk when someone drove by and started shooting. A 28-year-old man was hit multiple times in the body and was taken by 5 crews to St. Francis Hospital, where he later died. It was later confirmed to be Monaduke. A 31-year-old man was also hit in the chest and was taken to Wise Memorial Hospital, where he later died. The other victim was identified as O Block Youngin. May they both rest in peace and love and condolences to their families. According to the police scanner radio, the shooter was captured on City Park cameras, possibly driving a stolen car. As of today, Saturday evening or Saturday morning, no arrest has been made. Area 3 detectives are still investigating.
There's another individual hurt. Asal is at the scene. Asal resides. She's at Broadway near Rosemont Avenue, gathering all the details for us as everything unfolds. Asal.
Yeah, Suzanne, we just watched police pick up dozens of evidence markers before they cleaned the scene here, and the fire department just showed up. They are washing off the sidewalk as we see them often do after crime scenes are cleared up. We heard on police scanner radio that the shooting happened at this place called Pork Chop right here. Online it says they're a restaurant and jazz lounge. We're told the victims were standing right here on the sidewalk when someone drove by and started shooting. Take a look at this video.
Hey, y'all go check out the Family TV, man. It's unfortunate. Rest in peace to those guys. We send our condolences to all the brothers that lost their lives, man. They ain't able to be there with their families. Gotta stop this shit. Kids, stay out of gangs. Stay out the streets. Get your ass in school. Get your ass in books. Elevate your brain, your knowledge of self. Read a book. It ain't worth it. Don't get you nothing but death. We out this bitch.
This little motherfucker dirty nigga bitch. Ay, I threw my soul on this motherfucking beat. I kill a nigga just to make sure that I eat. Listen to my heart, I hear my daughter when that beat. Talk to Moo, he hear that shade when I speak, yeah. Mama told me watch all the company you keep, yeah. Slide on the west and then we post up on the east, yeah. I'm on your neck, it ain't no motherfucking sleep, yeah. Creep up on you, I know some motherfucking creeps, yeah. Ay, just be patient, your time gon' come. Like a rock star on the stage, I just mind my drum. Pull a pistol in the middle of some beef, I'm behind my gun. If it ain't the police, you can never name a time I run. Easty nigga, I kept that dope in my socks, okay. You better duck or get motherfucking shot, yeah, okay. You ain't my brother if you fucking with ops, yeah, okay. Stick up your plug and have him take me to your spot, yeah, okay. See, you don't understand that peek through them blinds. I was dancing with the devil, brother, time after time. Guarantee you see murder, you take a look inside my eyes. Money called me and told me they all acting surprised. Can't believe what you saying, I know you wear a disguise. You gon' fail trying to play me, you gon' die trying to try. Put some shots in this upper body, put his soul in the sky. I am not with the back and forth, all my niggas trying to slide on. I threw my soul on this motherfucking beat. I kill a nigga just to make sure that I eat. Listen to my heart, I hear my daughter when that beats. Talk to Moo, he hear that shade when I speak, yeah. Mama told me watch all the company you keep, yeah. Slide on the west and then we post up on the east, yeah. I'm on your neck, it ain't no motherfucking sleep, yeah. Creep up on you, I know some motherfucking creeps, yeah. See, you don't hate me, you just hate the addiction. I remember being alone in the most fucked up position. I pray to God every night, remove me out these conditions. They gon' judge before they know you and really see how you living. Can't expect you to pay attention and really seek out the difference. But let me warn you, please keep my name up out of your mouth.
Yeah.
I just stay down and stay out the way. I just got some pounds and I got some yay. Real niggas around, you look out of place. Quarter brick right now and that's just on the face. Sell it all right now, it all be gone today. Good customer service, we don't make them wait. We constantly serving, plicking him a play. We constantly serving, plicking him a play. Man, I just stay down and stay out the way. I just got some pounds and I got some yay. Real niggas around, you look out of place. Get a quarter bit right now, and that just on the face. Sell it all right now, it all be gone today. Good customer service, we don't make them wait. We constantly serving, picking him a plate. We constantly serving, picking him a plate. I come from the bottom, I say with a drink. Got a switch of diamond Carter, he just wanna bang. I just want the paper, I don't wanna hang. That boy that met the world, now he's out to pain. I just met your girl, she left with a stranger. Soon we shot it up, she knew I was gangster. I don't take no threats or no ultimatums. If you talking trap, you talking my language. Cop sip, hit half liter of the raw. Big earner, but I used to be an underdog. Don't keep 100, that's why I don't fuck with y'all. You come try to strike, you gon' get a gutter ball. Losing all my fucking life, I can't take another loss. Grinding all winter, and
I don't take the summer off for that's to make a half brick. Do a somersault, he's special, he just fuck around and run 100 up. Add it up, I'm a real nigga just to sum it up. You can't be with me, little homie, you ain't done enough. Hey, yo, can you throw me something? No, not at all. But if you cop folk, I might take 100 off. Short his ass head back and get some Tylenol. You get pulled when you leave here, then I am not involved. Put the bands around my neck to make it freeze up. If my grandma was here to see me, she say Jesus. She was busy see me with that money and she freed up. Miss me with that little boy Larry shit, I ain't no peon. Blood on the way, damn it took him an eon. Before I'm on the price, I need something we can agree on. Put a brick in the cripple crossface, fuck it up. Tryna cook it, nigga, that's the old base. You push it always, hitting plays are always. Giving out quarters like motherfucking arcade. Listen to your pockets, nigga, fuck what your heart say. Yeah, I keep that fire on my fucking dark days. Me and my pistol will never part ways. Me and my pistol will never part ways.
I just stay on and stay out the way. I just got some pounds and I got some real niggas around, you look out of place. Quarter brick right now and that's just on the face. Sell it all right now and all we gonna take. Good customer service, we don't make them wait. We constantly serving, big and hammer play. We constantly serving, big and hammer play.
FirstFamRadio.com. FirstFamRadio.com.
Nigga got a grip, nigga.